Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners.
Oh, UV. Cat.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
And hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers Hump Day stream. Mike. Guess what day it is? It is time for the Hump Day celebration. Star Wars Galaxy Heroes News and Notes stream with Star SG with your boy Ranger J 1999. Welcoming you guys in for another night of fun-filled activity as we discuss, look at, and go over everything in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the mobile game brought to you by Capital Games. Joining me on this epic journey is the man, the myth, the legend, the Karthik, Mr. Clayton, the match head lad.
What up, Ranger? How we doing?
What's going on, buddy? What's just chilling? You know what I'm saying? What a week, bro! Holy balls, dude! Oh my god! Holy jeez, Louise! What an update, man! What an update! Oh my god!
What a post, man! What a post!
It's good to have Papa Crumb back. He joined us last night for a couple minutes, just hanging out, talking about the baby and stuff, because he's got to do Papa things. He's a Papa Crumb now. So I'm looking to see if I get him on in the future. We'll see if we can talk to him about some of this stuff that's on people's minds. But gotta let him get through the baby stuff. That's fine. Give him some more time. But welcome to the stream. This is the longest running live stream in the SWGOH community, and we're glad to have you guys here. Thank you everybody in the chat. Dom, Clayton, Kashmir, Yuta, Gom. I just saw Gom in there. Operation Metaverse can mean only one thing. Gom. DJ Mr. Bone Plague says, so see Discord Ranger, but I posted on Discord a possible link to Red 5. Tag me on that. Or I won't see it. I got too many Discords to play. You gotta tag me, brah. Benny Lau, ni hao. Benny Lau, glad to have you here. Nathaniel Morgan, Fatality, Psycho Drums, Nathaniel Margon, there he is. Bad old Maurice. Ooh, it's been good old Maurice been bad lately. Little bad boy action. I like it. I respect it. So what are we going to do tonight? We are going to break down the latest and greatest news in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, give you a little bit of insight of what it all means, and interact with you guys. How are we going to interact with you guys? Well, we're going to do it by Q&A. If you want to ask us a question, feel free to put your question into the chat. Make sure you put the word question for your actual question, statement, and or comment that you want us to read and discuss. That's one way. Hit the thumbs up. If you're here now, hit the thumbs up. Just do it. Just hit the thumbs up. If you like the content on the channel, hit the subscribe button. It does help. And then just watch the video. Enjoy. Sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab someone you love. Make sure you get their permission and enjoy. Grab a snack. Little snackies are fine. Little snacky snacks. I'm drinking a little bourbon right now. Clayton's, I don't know, are you drinking anything, Clayton? Or are you just...
beers.
Get some beers.
Got some beers.
Some beers.
Got the beers. Das beers.
And Das beers. Oh, this is good. We do not king shame here. Your beers shall be good, yeah. And later we will roll some homemade cigarettes and watch Daffy Duck. All right. Anything else? No, I don't think that's it. That's pretty much what we do. Here, we interact with you guys. Say hi to me. Say hi to all the other skewers. Man. So yesterday, busy stream, it's Taco Tuesdays on Tuesdays for me, and I do lots of mini Ross reviews. And I planned on doing that, and then I had to work out. I had to eat. I had to finish my laundry, and then I have, I'm learning Chinese, so I'm learning Mandarin. So I have my lessons, so I'm doing all that stuff. Get done. I'm like, oh, finally I can relax. I can just, I was waiting for my sheets to get done in the dryer. Get a message from Meow Meow. Meow Meow set it off before everybody else did. She's like, meow, me wow. I like, oh no, they've been doing posts. She was the first one to let me know. I was like, yeah, you might want to look at this. And I was like, holy God, good Lord in heaven, what a post. So I had a stream last night. So if you didn't see it, I hung out on Twitch. Finn came on for a little bit. Crumb came on for a few minutes. Finn wanted to tell him his math was wrong on the mods, and Crumb apologized because they were wrong. And then anything else? No, I think that's yeah. And then I hung out with Mort and them. So yeah. Speaking of Meow, there she is. Meow, that's right. Meow from Meow Meow Meow. Meow Meow, Queen Meow Meow. Meow 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 Meow. We love us some Ahsoka Meow here. All right. Did I get SWGOH chat? You tagged me there. Good. Thank you, Plague. Appreciate you, my friend. No, the numbers were wrong, and the actual mod had taunt on it. And that's because they had to manipulate the screenshots. Chrome explained it last night. It was a boo-boo. So, meow the meow. Do it if you want to, Ray Rock. At your own peril, my friend. So we're going to get into the news here. We got to do it. So, get your comments in, get your questions. I'm sure you guys have plenty of questions. I'll do JC tomorrow because God bless America, man. We got a lot to cover tonight. We got some major posts. We got the road ahead. We also have the new update, kits, all kinds of stuff. So we're going to be here for New York Minute. So get your questions, all that stuff. So let's look at the new stuff, shall we? All right. State of the Galaxy from our good friend, the wonderful Slicious CG, or CG Slicious B Crumb, Papa Crumb. You should change it to Papa Crumb. It says, hello there, Holotable Heroes. Well, hi, Crumb. How are you, buddy? Ni hao. Ho jiao. Let's see here. Today we have an exciting State of the Galaxy focused on two major announcements. An upcoming title update with many quality of life changes for mods and a new galactic legend. But that's not all. We have a new capital ship that we reveal the Executor and a marquee that we tie into the new Bounty Hunter galactic legend. Speak of the devil. No, I saw what you wrote. I think Chrysanthemum looks sick, dude. We're gonna get to this kid. He looks gross, dude. Dude is gross, man. I'm pretty positive. Yuck. I'm pretty positive on this post. If you're looking for some raging, and you ain't gonna find it here because I'm over the moon about this post. I'm very excited about this stuff. So, so we're getting Chrysanthemum, the giant Wookiee from Book of Boba Fett. Says the mercenary and bounty hunter Chrysanthemum is coming to the holotables soon. You can find his kit here, and you can read more about him in the Div Size article on the forums here. He looks fantastic. I've already seen him in the game, and he looks brilliant. His kit looks gross too. We'll cover his kit in a New York Minute, but we'll do that here in a bit after we get through this whole post. We still got to do this, and then the update, talk about everything in the update, and then we'll go into his kit. So there you go. Chrysanthemum brings with him a brand new tag, Hutt Cartel. This tag is being added to a number of existing units who have had strong ties to the Hutts, and we feel benefit the most from the new tag. Boba Fett, Embo, Cad Bane, Greedo, Good Morning Guard, Mob Enforcer. I'll receive the new tag beginning with the next update. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to finish up the Good Morning Guard, which I've already started farming the piggy. Yes, I know I didn't get him up because I just couldn't do it. So, all right. But what is the driving force behind adding this new tag? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Chrysanthemum. That's good enough. But, I know that laugh anywhere. The notorious gangster Jabba the Hutt will be joining the holotables in this in the coming months. Oh my God, look at him! Oh, so great! So great! Jabba the Hutt is an incredibly imposing character to bring to the holotable. He will not have a Galactic Legend counterpart like Rey and Supreme Leader Kylo Ren or Jedi Master Luke and Sith Eternal Emperor. He will interact heavily with the new Hutt cartel tag and have synergy with bounty hunters and smugglers. This includes having a specific contract for bounty hunters while he is the leader. Jabba is on par with other Galactic Legend and is primarily designed to work in concert with other Hutt cartel units. His first set of requirements are shared below and start with the new Wookiee bounty hunter, Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum will be one of several upcoming marquees, so prepare. We got more coming. Let's see here. Several upcoming marquees that directly support this new faction tag, and these marquee units will be requirements for Jabba the Hutt. While working exceptionally well with Jabba as the leader. If you want to go after Jabba, you'll want these marquee characters powered up to relic levels, not just for the requirements, but also for the powerful squad Jabba will lead. And with that, says the Mighty Chrome, the first set of prerequisites for Jabba the Hutt are... Drum roll. We have Chrysanthemum, Relic 5. Han Solo's got to go to Relic 8. Gamorrean Guard, Relic 3. You damn piggy. Greedo, Relic 6. And then Outrider has to be 7 stars, which is nice because we're going to get to another thing that you're going to get Outrider for, and it's pretty nice. As a crime lord, Jabba always likes to have a piece of the action, and you'll find him useful in territory battles, such as on Hoth and Geonosis territory battles. We'll both be receiving an extra battle that requires Jabba, so he'll have utility right out of the gate. Jabba the Hutt will have more direct uses in the near future, so you won't have to miss a character. We will have more to share about Jabba the Hutt's other utility locations in the next road ahead. Salute to that. But it gets better, folks. You got Chrysanthemum, you got all this stuff for Jabba the Hutt, but wait, there's more. If you order now, you get a second set of steak knives and the Profundity. That's right. This one's not shocking to any of us. We knew this was around the corner when we saw Radis come in, so but it's officially been announced. So when we introduced the Executor to the ship meta, we ushered in a new era of fleet arenas and Grand Arena Championships. After nearly 1 year of Executor's existence, we are releasing a brand new capital ship designed to challenge these fleets. Oh my. Some players have seen all the clues we've laid over the past months, but now we're ready to announce the next journey guide capital ship, the Profundity. This ship, captained by Admiral Radis himself, brings parity to the ship meta's top tier. Profundity is a rebel capital ship while working well with a ship like the U-Wings, Ghosts, and the Rebel Y-Wing. The new capital ship will bring added utility to the Outriders download mechanic, as the Profundity will also be receiving the enemy's top secret battle plans throughout the engagement as a core mechanic for the fleet. Profundity, like Executor, will require both ships and relic characters to participate in the Journey Guide event. Of note, the ships listed are only required at 4-star rarity to begin the event. In order to unlock the Profundity, players will need the ships to be 7-star rarity to participate in the final tier. So if you have slower ships, you can do some of the event, but you can't finish it until you get them all to 7 stars. I'm going to go over the requirements right now. Yeah, meow, meow. Gon's being a dingo. Get him. Get him. Get him, meow, meow. Get him. Why so serious? You want to know how Gom got these scars? So the prerequisites for Profundity. Profundity. Do. Profundity. Do. Profundity. Do. Okay. Admiral Radis, Relic 9. There's our first prerequisite. Cassian Andor, Relic 8. Dash Rendar, Relic 7. Moon Mothma, Relic 5, Biston, Relic 5, Gian Urso, Relic 5, Harris Sedula, Relic 5. Then you need the Outrider, Cassian, Biston, Wedge, Biggs, Rebel, Y-Wing, and Ghost to be at least 4 stars to start the event, but to unlock the Profundity, you're going to need all those ships to 7 stars. So, Outrider ties into the Profundity and also with Jabba. Oh. I just like doing that laugh. I think it's cool. I'm an idiot. So... there's that news there. So more marquees, starting with Chrysanthemum, that are going to be needed for Jabba. We got the announcement for Jabba himself, and we've got the Profundity coming into the game. So there you go. Oh. All right. Next up, Relic update. With the continued growth of the Relic system over the last few years, some lower tier Relic materials have become scarcer than intended. As a result, high requirement chase Relic 7 Plus or something preventing players from working on squads or goals. To address this, carbonite circuit boards and bronzium wiring will be removed from Relic 8 or Relic 9 recipes. This frees those Relic minerals to be used on newer and or in development squads. Well, it's a nice gesture. We need more. My God, do we need more? We need some help with gear. Gear crunch is getting out of control. So it's a nice gesture. I like that they did that. I'm happy about it. It's pretty cool, especially with all these characters we're going to be doing Relic 8s and 9s on. So that's pretty cool that we don't have to use bronziums or carbonite circuit boards. But we need more help there, eh? We definitely need some more help there. Give us some help. Clayton, are you still there? You took your camera off, so I don't know if you're there. You're.
Oh, it's here. I started getting phone calls, so
that's
I
all right.
Had to take a brief moment away.
So how are you feeling up to this point with the news?
I mean, up to this point, I'm not that. I mean, I'm really excited about what's going on. It's nice to have something to actually move towards. It's been kind of just really unexciting to sit around and do nothing for a little while. So it's nice to have something to kind of actually pull towards and move and do something with. So I don't think it's that crazy for requirements. It's kind of a little bit, is what it is kind of thing. But I'm not that upset by it. It's kind of nice to have it. We'll see what. I mean, the only thing that sucks right now is all the marquees they're going to come out with.
I know, right? We know there's going to be at least two more marquees. I would guarantee it.
If I remember their post, they said that each set should have a marquee.
Right? Yeah.
So there should be 2 more marquees outside of Chrysanthemum to come with GL Jabba.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun little grind as well.
Yeah, just a wee bit. So my plan is to go for the Profundity first. I'm much closer to Profundity than I am even sniffing Jabba. So Jabba is going to be after Profundity. So I'll do Profundity first, and then I'll go after Jabba. Well, after Malgus. We got to finish Malgus first, because he's going to be pretty dope. So we'll get Malgus up, and then we'll get Profundity, because it'd be nice to have another ship fleet to kind of dick around with. And then, then we'll go after, Jabba. Then we have the Relic update. All right, quality of life update mods. Many of you will be happy to hear that our next title update will dive deep into the mod system. With this title update, we want to focus on modding experience, as it can take time to manage efficiently. We have focused on speeding up the process of upgrading and equipping mods, while also adding several new features to making the right mods much easier. We have mod sorting and filtering. You can see they've added a bunch of stuff here on the screenshot here. Note, as I said, image is purposely linked and beyond the game bounds for illustrative purposes, so there's that. It says looking the precise mod you're looking for in your inventory is an important operation, and there are many variables that need to be taken into account when searching for a mod. As a result, we will be adding the following features to increase efficiency and precision. So these are the filters that you can do. I'm not going to get into them, but exclude secondary stat, toggle all secondary revealed, filter by level, slice count, average slice quality, save presets, sort by level, and then they also did an updated mod enhancement screen, so you don't have to do the slide thing anymore. You can just go by the level of it, and then updated mod slicing screen, and they go into this further. You can see the screenshots on the forums. Says we're organizing all the mod operations into a single screen called Enhanced Mod. This screen will continue all the mod actions in a single convenient spot for players and reduce the number of taps needed to operate a mod. We're also making adjustments to the upgrade and slice screens. We replaced the level slider on upgrades and have instead implemented buttons that allow you to quickly select important levels on a mod. Additionally, we're giving players more detailed information about which level secondary stats will be revealed. Finally, the slice screen is now updated to give you a better picture of what's happening underneath the hood. Slicing a mod is the process of improving the power of a random secondary stat. We're adding a visualized graph per slice, so you have a better understanding of where a mod strength skills relative to others. And then batch manage mods. Upgrading mods requires players to pay individual attention to each mod in order to determine its value. While we're talking about hundreds of mods, mod management adds up over time, which can be a little overwhelming. We're going to be streamlining this process that is so frequent and key to players' progression in our next update. This, of course, they said, no, this is a placeholder test data, blah, blah, blah. It's just a screenshot. With our next update, players will be able to upgrade and sell any number of mods at once with our new batch management mod feature. Batch management will work with all new filter and sort features described previously, making it very quick to sell unwanted mods and identify mods you would like to invest in. On top of that, we've added another feature when batch upgrading mods called Reveal All Secondaries. This feature will allow you to take a group of mods of different tiers and upgrade them to all the minimum levels that would reveal all the secondary stats. The intended goal is for players to easily reveal all the necessary info to decide if you would like to keep a mod. So that's all the mod stuff right there. Yes, the Profundity Durgan will counter the Executor. That was in the post. And hello, keyboard. Keys a fine Scottish lash from the Highlands of Scotland. And the wrap up. Thank you for reading our July 2022 State of the Galaxy. We have a ton of exciting things coming to SWGOH, and we look forward to your feedback and see what you're excited about. So I'm pretty excited. Clayton, you pretty excited? Pretty excited there, eh?
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty excited about that. It's kind of nice to have some stuff to look forward to. That's not like, you know, super grind. I mean, it's a GL. It's something that's actually worth like moving the post forward on, and not just being like, oh, hey, cool, look, we got more relic levels. Oh, data crons. Oh, other stuff we don't want or need. You know, things of that nature. So it's nice to have something that's actually exciting to work with and be a part of. So I'm all for that. For me, it's just like where I'm kind of just like in this mode of like waiting for so many things to happen all at the same time, because I'm just like, I feel like good news is followed shortly by something else. So I'm just kind of like, I don't want to get too excited, because I'm like, then they're going to be like, and by the way, Relic 10. No!
Come on. Don't bullshit me, CG. You call that a mod? I'll shove it through your stomach.
With the best. And by the end of this tournament,
Oh, God.
That sound can only mean one thing and one thing only. Thane Kyrell has joined us in the Zoom call.
Hello there.
Yeah.
Hello
you
there.
blew my ears again, you son of a...
Sorry, well, this number wasn't your voice. You said you didn't want to hear yourself.
No, I heard something else. It sounded like football, but...
There's
Oh, no, I was watching
Aiden.
about will Ash become world champion?
I don't care. Pokemon.
Didn't he just become like world champion?
No, he
Whatever.
became regional champion. So now he's in a tournament to become world champion, world monarch champion.
No, they got to stretch that out for another 20 years. Come on, that 10-year-old's got to get a lifespan going.
No, they introduced a new protagonist to take over for when he makes his way.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Meow says
Oh my
lame
God.
thing. He doesn't even play anymore. Calling you out, brother. Calling you out.
I mean, I technically play. I just help out a small little guild, but
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
don't do much. Oh my god! We got
What? What's wrong?
we have a visitor.
We have a visitor? Who is it? Would it be?
Oh, someone's got the potato cooking today.
Oh, wow. Look who it is, folks. It's Mr. Gami.
I was just an asshole, invited myself with the stream. Apologies.
What do you mean? I already gave you a free invite whenever you want, you psycho. Jesus Christ.
Hello, friends.
Hello, Gom. How are you?
Hello there.
I'm swell.
Yeah, pretty excited about the upcoming State of the Galaxy. What did you think there, Ogami?
I don't know. I'm listening. I haven't paid any attention to it.
Really?
No, I mean, just I'm kind of committed to Malgus. It's cool to look at, but I'm not making any sort of plans right now. I just gotta get Malgus done, and then we'll see.
Oh, I'm in the same boat. I'm going to take...
Yeah.
But, yeah, for me, the progression will be Malgus, Profundity, then into Jabba, because there's no way I'm going to catch up on those marquees, and I'm not going to spend a fortune to do it, you know? So, I mean, Jesus. No, Mr. Bone. You can't say... Okay, we can say that. Oh, man, they're calling you out, dude.
No Jabba, no Baga. Huh?
Oh. All right.
He's a cool character. Like, even if I was like still playing competitively, he wouldn't be someone that like moves the needle for me. I know there's people out there that are like over the moon about this, but
Yeah, but I mean, you've seen the post. I mean, is there anything that you're excited about from the post? I just read the whole damn
the
thing.
Profundity, yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been asking
Profundity's
for
nice.
a Rebel Yeah, man. I'm a Cute Trouble fan, so that we were talking about this. I was joking about it yesterday, but everybody's talking about Red 5, but man, if they brought in Rogue One, that ship, that would get me excited. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be kind of dope. I ain't gonna lie. I'm the pilot. What's your call sign?
Yeah, because
Rogue
Bodhi, Baze,
One.
and Chirrut are not pilots yet, so you can boom slap those guys on the Rogue One, and yeah, hell yeah.
I guess you could. I know, but Gom, I mean, you're letting this soak in. You didn't really look at it yesterday, or
I read over it. I think Jabba is a pretty stupid character choice, but
really, wow,
yeah,
okay.
I
Cool.
think it's
no, that's
stupid.
okay. Why do you say that? I'm interested.
I don't know. It's kind of stupid. Like I don't know. He just while he did lead, he was the leader of the Hutt cartel. The Hutt cartel's cool, but like, is it really GL worthy? I don't know. But you know what? A lot of people are excited about it, so I'm not like strongly opposed to it. I'm just somebody just said it doesn't move the needle. They use the term doesn't use the needle, move the needle, and Jabba the Hutt doesn't really move the needle.
That's okay
for me.
No, that's totally fine, dude.
I'll go after him, and I'm sure he's a great character. I'm just he just doesn't seem as iconic as some of the other GLs.
Yeah.
The problem is, where do you pick from GLs right now that isn't another iteration of a character that already exists?
That's a fair counterpoint. Yeah,
that's been my problem. Is like it's like I've been looking through it. And it's like we already have like a lot of the era's like major characters in the game, and it's like we have to start going off the beaten path or start picking like second and third row characters to make GLs. Otherwise, it's like, who do we pick? Oh, I
got a list. Do you want the list?
This is Obi-Wan Kenobi from his own TV series GL.
No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that crap. I don't want
Hermit Kenobi.
Yeah, Hermit Kenobi, the most powerful character in all the galaxy. Who had
Kenobi reawoken?
Yeah, Kenobi, who spent the weekend being cool again, and then went back to being a sand hermit.
Yeah.
That's his ultimate. He doesn't have force powers, and he gets them back.
I love that.
Pre-transformation, he's using a blaster. Post-transformation, he's hurling massive boulders.
He throws it aside. Oh, so uncivilized.
Yeah.
Another happy landing
right there. There you go.
No, I'm excited for it. I like Jabba. I've always thought he was a fun character, so it's a fun character for me. I mean, I was kind of thinking, we've been talking about it. We talked about Leia being one of the GLs coming up, and I thought that no reason we mentioned Jabba. I was like, well, what would be her foil, right? If they're not going to have a link for it, but if that's the case, then okay, he's a standalone character. But we did say Jabba, but I would have been more excited for Leia or Revan, but then I'm a Revanite, so what can I say?
I do think that Leia is going to be the New Republic GL once New Republic becomes a thing. Once that faction comes in, I think that she's going to be the New Republic GL.
She's got so many tags, it's ridiculous.
Aren't they remaking KOTOR?
Yes.
We don't talk about that.
What do you mean?
I mean, they're remaking it. I mean,
yeah, they're remaking it. Accept it. I mean, if you don't want to accept it, that's fine, but it's happening.
So, Revan could be a possibility, no?
I really think True
Revan
Revan
next year, though, right?
I think True Revan was where I was really leaning towards. So we'll see. I don't know what to tell you. What did you think of the mod changes and the relic changes? They were Gami.
I think those are good. I just maybe. I hope they don't overcomplicate the UI for the people that don't really care. Like all of us in the panel, we're meticulous, so we pay attention and we fine tune our teams. But a lot of the player base doesn't. They just slap mods and data crons and characters. If it matches, they take a little bit of effort. But some of the players might not need all this stuff. So I hope it doesn't. It's just not like all in your face. You have to make it more complicated for the casual.
Yeah.
I think they're awesome. I think the way they're going to show. Like they do the data crons, like the stat rolls.
Yeah.
I mean, I pull that damn infographic up on my screen at least once a week to go over, kind of memorize the rolls and is this a good roll? So having them in game, I think is a huge help, and especially getting over the learning curve of mods.
Yeah, they can be tough, doing that. So yeah, I agree with you. And then we're getting our bronze team carbonite for Relic 8 and 9 back. So it's a start. They still need to address. I mean, as much as I love this post, they got to do something about gear, bro. It's getting out of hand, dude. I mean, they got to say something.
What do you mean, Ranger?
Well, 9 months ago they made a big post about the different phases, and it's cool we're getting all this stuff, but it's still not addressing the elephant in the room, which is gear. They've got to do something. They've got to address this issue. more than anything. I know that there's other quality of life stuff that people want, like ship loadouts and things of that nature, but I think gear's got to be the priority. They've got to address finishing phase 1, phase 2. What's their plan? Players are just losing their minds. They're excited about all this new stuff, but it's like, okay, now we have to farm more gear, and we don't feel like we're getting the help that we need for gear. So
you don't have to have everything. You know what I mean? That's we don't have to have it all.
Yeah.
Like it's like we got to make some decisions.
Well, for me, it's not about having it all. So the thing that and this is what I don't like about the current gear system, and it's the same thing with mods. You have to go in and you have to get your character to Relic. Then you try to take them up to higher relics, and then you got to farm more of that gear than you would for a relic character to unlock salvage for that character. That's the only problem I have with the gear. So either lower it a little bit or just give us more opportunity to get more of it, because that, when I did Relic 9, I was just sitting there salvaging like, oh my God, 260 of these pieces? I could have taken 3 characters to Relic 0. That's horrible. So I felt like I was just like, doing twice the work, for a character to get relic. And then the same thing with mods. You take a mod from 5A to 6E, you have to get 50 of each of those pieces minus the 20 for the other one. And then to take it from 6E to 6A, you gotta get more of them. It's like, okay, either come up with a different piece of gear that we have to farm, or not make it so extraordinary. That's the only thing about the gear that I have an issue with. It's just like it's so ridiculous, the amount of gear it takes to salvage Relic 8 and 9 stuff. It's outrageous. So if they can address that, I think people would be fine. I'm very happy with the phase 1 stuff that they did at the beginning. They did a really good job of addressing Corbanti, stun guns, things of that nature. But we're at that point where, relics is where it's at. And then getting people to relics so that they can be more competitive, I think, is the play. Just lower relics. I'm not talking the higher level stuff, but at least give us something to get more characters relics, especially for those mid-tier players that are trying to climb up. The other problem, too, is datacrons now, because of the gear crunch. A lot of people that are mid-tier, they can't use the datacrons because they only have certain characters and teams that are relicked. And they can't use the datacron, even though they got all this material, so it's just sitting there. And they have to make a decision. Do they break away from what they're working on, or do they go and relic up these characters, at least Relic 3, to use the Relic 3, on the datacrons, or Relic 5 for the other parts. So, it's some stuff like that I think they need to be addressed.
I think that bronzium and chromium, taking it out of the 8 and 9 pool, I think that's going to help.
Yeah, I like that
a little bit with that. I like that a lot, but that doesn't really address the problem you're talking about, is where players have to get to the option of Relic 8 characters, I guess, for that's really, but for me personally, that was probably the most impactful part of the entire post.
No,
I'm constantly out of those, like all the time. It's out horrible. Of those. Like I've had to buy some of those 500 crystal. I confess to buying those 500 crystal boosters from time to time because I need them.
For the bronzium, knock those out like
especially
every time.
Bronziums. The carbonates are not as bad, but the bronziums, Jesus Christ, oh my God, they're horrible, dude. The carbonites can get pretty bad too if you're not. I mean, as long as we've been playing, I've been able to stay ahead of it, and it's lesser gear. But yeah, those bronziums, holy moly, Jesus! All right, so let's continue on. There's more news. We got the update for today. I'm just going to read through this. It says from Tuscan Meathead. There he is. It says, hello, Hello Table Heroes. Hutt hike. Blue. I just want to say Omaha. He says no pizza, just Hutt. The news, we've got the Chrysanthemum marquee event that came into the game. You can do that tomorrow. August bonus calendar is Good Morning Guard. Thank the maker. This old bath is going to feel so good. August daily login is Embo, so that's cool. And then Jabba the Hutt has been added to the journey guide. So, and I know because I clicked the journey guide. The Hutt cartel tag has been added to the following characters: Boba Fett, Embo, Cad Bane, Greedo, Good Morning Guard, and Mob Enforcer. Yeah, I can't wait to gear up Mob Enforcer. I just know it's going to be a requirement for Jabba the Hutt, so I'm looking forward to that quite a lot. Yeah, it's great character. Can't wait to use it ever. Said no one ever. Now, character changes. This is a big one. Ahsoka Tano, Fulcrum, Omicron ability. We kind of touched on this a little bit yesterday. I touched on it more in Mort's stream. So she does have Omicron ability. It is for TW. Look out, folks. I'm just going to tell you, this makes the Starkiller team even more stupid. Okay? So, new final text. Ahsoka is immune to damage over time effects and gains 30% critical avoidance. At the end of each turn, Ahsoka dispels all debuffs on herself and loses 10% health for each debuff dispelled. Then recovers 5% health for each buff on her. This health loss can't defeat Ahsoka. Now, while she's in TW, she gains 25% defense, good God, max health, offense, max protection, and she gets an additional 35 flat speed. If there are no other active allies at the start of the battle, Ahsoka Tano gains an additional 100% armor penetration and critical avoidance, 75% defense, max health, offense, max protection, and minus 60% tenacity. Good God. When Ahsoka dispels the debuff for Perseverance, grant her the opposite buff, if any, for 2 turns and 20% turn meter for and protection up, plus 20% stacking. This thing continues to stack her protection. For 2 turns per debuff dispel this way. Then Ahsoka Fulcrum Tano ignores taunt effects, and enemies defeated by Ahsoka Tano cannot be revived. That's, fellas, that's, oh my God. Wow. So
Hasty.
Phoenix energy. I'm disappointed.
well, she is a solo character, but I don't know if she can be a solo character. That minus 60% tenacity. I know she's not a fast character.
Not in TW.
No, I just don't think you're going to solo her on offense with this stuff. Who are you going to hit with her on?
Well, that's the question. It's like Geos will still beat this. Momo will still beat this, so it's gonna be for like high debuff dark side teams. That, I mean, my head jumped to Inquisitor and Empire teams and stuff that's gonna be like super debuff heavy, because she'll gain the opposite of, like, you know, a dot as a heal over time, and then whenever she's dispelling all those things, she's taking, well, she's immune to dots, isn't she?
Yeah, God forbid you run into that Inquisitor wall.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just, there's so many things that I don't know what she's supposed to be. I think for All Out, I think that she's gonna be a more offensive replacement for Visas.
Yeah, she really is. I like that for that, because that 35 speed, 25% defense, max health, offense, max protection, and that team with all the other bonuses with
from
Starschmiller, and then also the Omicron if you run it with Jahani and also Mary Jade. I mean, that's a nasty combination there with her on the team instead of Visas. Good Lord. That's
Visas
nasty.
is a bag of shit on that team. She sucks.
She's just there to meet the requirement, and she can heal and revive. You know what I'm saying? So I like Ahsoka here.
High Relic, she's annoying, but she's nothing. She's just a small hindrance. You know, it's like 1 out of every maybe 5 fights where she might get a revive off before you can kill her.
Yeah,
and it's a huge pain in the butt. But outside of that, it's, oh my God, what will I ever do?
She's more prevalent in GAC because that team is just a different team altogether in 5v5 with her on the team. But Ahsoka, man.
It's a really good Omicron, I think.
It really is, man. I just did the Juhani Omicron, and I looked at this one, and I know what people are saying, but I'm like, man, this TW, man. What kind of TW squad you facing on defense? Because we just had full FU defense today. It was rough, man. It's like, I ain't soloing JMK. I don't care how much these stats are. She ain't soloing JMK.
This Starkiller team's getting up there in terms of Omicron investment.
Isn't it really, dude? God.
It's like 5. I think 5 you could potentially have on the team, like already. Yeah. They haven't even addressed many of the characters. It's pretty nuts.
It's pretty nuts. It is absolutely nuts. Okay, let's get to fixes. This is a big one. I usually don't read the fixes, but there's some big ones in here. So fixes: updated Lord Schmader's ultimate ability, End of the Galactic Republic, to no longer take mastery from an ally if they have less than 0 mastery, and can no longer gain negative mastery from this ability. Yeah.
They nerfed him?
No,
they improved him.
They improved him.
No, they can't. They can't. No,
he can't gain negative mastery. That was a problem. He was losing mastery.
Oh, he can't gain negative mastery.
Right.
I thought he couldn't remove negative. I was gonna be like, what?
No.
So that basically, if you take somebody like Wad or whatever else in there, and he drains them to 0, you can't go negative. Or when you're facing SLKRs, SLKR can't steal your allies and drop them to 0, and then when you go to steal it, you go negative. So you're actually weakening your Lord Vader on multiple levels.
I see.
I think that Asajj Omi got a lot sexier today. You know, because I didn't even consider it because I'm always using Daka and Zombie elsewhere, but now I don't know if that's going to work anymore.
I know. Well, including Datacrons, my brain's going to melt any moment now. Jesus Christ. Datacrons are just completely melting my brain in GAC. I'm like, I'm going to keep it.
The crons are like someone slapping a new textbook in front of you every other week of just like relearn everything.
I didn't get time for that, man. I'm trying to learn Chinese, man. I cannot be doing this shit, man. Seriously. Unit updated Chief Nebbit's basic ability to grant protection up instead of bonus protection, and the description now reflects the correct duration of the protection up. Okay, great. Unit Darth Talon's turn meter gain from her unique proven loyalty now triggers whenever the leader takes damage. Well, that's nice.
Any damage, so it's like from dots or burning or anything.
Yeah, so there you go. Other stuff. Updated ship category filters to remove Mandalorian as an option since there are currently no Mandalorian tag ships. Well, that's true. Updated the schedule for Datacron Set 1 so it expires after the Grand Ring ship ends on 9/5. Okay, that's still roughly 3 months, so I don't really care. Packs and bundles coming. Well, we got the Wookiee Ferocity pack. I won't be buying this. Some people will. I think you shouldn't, but you can probably have better luck. Loki probably get 180 on the first pull. I would get a SWGOH, and that's why I don't do those. Then they cost 1,299 crystals, so no.
You gotta pull one at least.
No, I don't. No, I don't. What do you think? You're some kind of Jedi? Wave your hand at me? Then we have the Wookiee Ferocity bundle. This is, of course, the standard bundle. I don't know what it costs. It does come with 30 shards. I don't know if it'll be 19 or 29. What are they on there?
One of them will be the $20 bundle, and the other one will be the $30 bundle with Omicrons. I can almost guarantee you the Radis was a test pilot for that.
Yeah, so there's two bundles here. One for 30 credits, XP droids, and ability materials. And then the other one, Wookiee Ferocity
crystal.
bundle 2. Okay, this one's
one has
crystals.
crystals and one doesn't. So the one without crystals is my guess is the one with the Omicrons, and the one with crystals is the $20 one. So they're going to offer both.
Okay. So yeah. So let's get into our boy here, Chrysanthemum. He was announced. So let's go look at his kit before we get to the questions. If you guys have questions, keep them coming in. I'm seeing all the questions coming in.
Talking about Smokey?
Who the hell's Smokey?
Smokey the Bear?
Black Wookiee.
What? Get out of here. Smokey the Bear was brown.
Okay,
only
Crispy.
you can prevent
Crispy,
forest
Crispy.
fires.
Let's start Crispy. Crispy the Bear.
Crispy the Bear. I can't speak right now.
Just throw it out. Just throw it out nicknames.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not Smokey, then it's Crispy, right?
Ashy. Charred.
Oh my
Charred,
god.
there we go.
Burnt.
The Charred Bear. Love it.
Third degree. I mean,
Charred Bear.
awful. It's awful. Okay. So we got Chrysanthemum. He's our new bounty hunter, and he's his tags are Dark Side Tank. So we have a new tank for the bounty hunters. Leader, Bounty Hunter, Hutt Cartel, and Scoundrel. His alignment is Dark Side. It says this infamous bounty hunter tank with an intimidating presence and unstoppable raw strength. Yeah, he does. He hits like a truck. Abilities, basic Knuckle Duster, just like in the show. It says final text, deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict potency down for 2 turns with a 10% chance to inflict shock for 2 turns. If all allies are Hutt Cartel, were Hutt Cartel at the start of the battle, and Chrysanthemum is taunting, inflict evasion down and shock on the enemy for 2 turns. Well, I don't see you not using him in this team, so there you go. I like that they got Fennec and Book of Boba Fett with him. They got to be a part of this.
Oh, Mob Enforcer is Hutt Cartel.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got updated for it.
Yeah.
I'm almost guarantee you.
Rework
No, I just guarantee you it's going to be like Tusken. They're just going to require her at Relic 5.
Yeah.
7, man. I'm saying 7.
Just wait, it's coming. Yeah. Mob Enforcer's coming. Yeah, it's coming, buddy. Special 1, cooldown to 3, ferocious. What is this? Full estate? Okay. Final text, deal physical damage to target enemy, gain defensive vibe and taunt for 2 turns, recover 10% health and protection. If the ally is in the leader slot is Hutt Cartel, he gains protection after 50% for 2 turns and recovers 5% health and protection for each other Hutt Cartel ally. Good God. Special 2, Dismember, cooldown 8. I really wish I like the animation, but I really want to. I mean, he's doing a Hulk Hogan there. I love it. What you gonna do, brother, when Cassandra comes for you, brother? I want to see him rip off somebody's arm.
Hulk Hogan or Blackbeard? A little piratey.
Har, we've been running the pirates here. We named the monkey Jack. Har. Final text: deal physical damage to target enemy and inflicts disarm for 2 turns or until Chrysanthemum is defeated and removed from all other enemies. This debuff can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. This ability starts on cooldown. If allies were Hutt Cartel at the start of the battle, increase target enemy cooldown by 1, which can't be resisted. If Chrysanthemum is taunting, ability inflict ability block for 2 turns, Chrysanthemum gains 50% max health. Again, he's already getting another crap. Good lord. Stacking max 100%. Disarm instead lasts until the end of the encounter until he is defeated. Disarmed. Minus 50% critical damage and offense. Doesn't stack with critical damage over down or offensive down. Whenever this character uses a basic ability, they gain damage over time for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. That's ugly. That is an absolutely ugly ability. Good lord.
My question for that, though, like 50% critical damage, is that like cutting your critical damage in half, or is it calculated like potency tenacity where it just takes away like 50?
It just is minus 50% critical damage. So whatever your critical damage is, half that is what I read that as.
Yeah, that basically neutralizes a data
offense. Yeah, and offense. Yeah. Gross, man. And on top of the other stacking health and protection you got from the other ability, this one continues the trend. You know, it's like, good lord. Enjoy killing this motherfucker. You always have questions.
I like asking questions.
Okay.
Is this going to make the Rebel Roundup assault battle easier to do?
Oh my god, yes.
You think so?
By leaps and bounds, dude.
You know, the Rebels start with like, a million.
If you can beat him with regular bounty hunters, throwing old Chrysanthemum into the mix there, I think you're going to be OKK. Oh my god. All right, leader, formidable ferocity. Final text: scoundrel allies have 30% health steal, max health, and max protection. Is that all they get? Okay. Whenever a Hutt Cartel ally is critically hit, they gain 5% offense, stacking for 2 turns. When Chrysanthemum is in the leader slot and not the ally slot, the following contract is activated. Contract: defeat the enemy leader. Only scoundrel allies can contribute to the contract. Reward: all bounty hunter allies have their payouts activated, and all bounty hunter and scoundrel allies gain 25% health, steal, and max health. His unique: this is an Omicron. The other ones, I think they're just. I didn't say Zetas. I didn't say Zetas on any of this.
He's got 1 Zeta.
Where?
That's it. It's on his unique.
Huh.
Yeah, he's a marketing character.
Yeah, okay.
That's right. That's probably right.
Zeta
Okay.
Omicron.
Yeah, Zeta Omicron. Okay. I thought there might have been another Zeta because... Okay. So this is unique champion of the fighting pit, Zeta Omicron. Final text: at the start of the battle, Chrysanthemum gains 30% defense and max health. Whenever Chrysanthemum loses taunt, he recovers 10% health and protection. If all allies were Hutt Cartel at the start of the battle... at the start of each encounter, Chrysanthemum taunts and gains speed up for 2 turns. Whenever he loses taunt, he gains it for 1 turn if the ally is a leader slot has more than 50% protection. The first time he's defeated, he revives with 60% health and recovers 60% protection at the end of the ally in the leader slot's turn. Dismember no longer starts on cooldown, and its cooldown is reset at the start of each encounter. Good lord. While in Grand Arena... At the start of the battle, he gains 40% max protection. While he is active, all enemies have negative 30% potency. Good lord. If all allies were Hutt Cartel at the start of the battle, Chrysanthemum is immune to ability block and cooldown increase in the start. And the first time the ally in the leader slot, excluding himself, falls below 50%, Chrysanthemum taunts for 2 turns, and the ally in the leader slot recovers 50% protection. His payout, when Chrysanthemum receives reward for contract, he gains the following payout. 50% critical avoidance, and he taunts for 2 turns and recovers 40% health and protection. If the ally in the leader slot is also Galactic Legend Hutt Cartel, aka Jabba, he also gains damage immunity for 2 turns and 30% tenacity until the end of the battle. How much health and protection is this dude getting back every turn? My god, this kid's extraordinary. Good lord. God damn, man. God. I mean, that's a kid of that. If you're going to make a tank, Jesus, every ability he's getting health and protection back. Good lord.
How many C's would you like at the end of that thick?
Good lord. That's a thick boy, man. And I saw his stats. You sent those to me, didn't you, Clayton? And I looked at that. Yeah, I was like, oh my god. Yeah, Plagues sent me something here from Vincil. Oh, Vincil saw this and probably... Vincil totally creamed his jeans. I'm just saying. How happy do you think Vincil is right now on a scale of 1 to 10?
100.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was on the GAC lab last night. He was pretty pumped.
dude, this is his
Yeah.
this is his bag, baby. A hutt cartel. It's kind of like a bounty hunter cartel GL. I mean, this is for him. Not so much for maybe us, but man, you got to be happy for Van Sale. That dude's been pimping bounty hunter since day one.
I don't think he's going to be like sexy or really like fun to use necessarily, but he's going to be very, very good.
Yeah.
That's a very good kit. It's like kind of like a Vandor or R2 type of character, just
So good, dude.
yeah.
Every of those abilities besides his basic, when he hits with his God, he gets so much health and protection back and taunting and everything. He's gonna be a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, for the stat nerds like myself, he looks pretty cool.
Yeah, you send me the stats. I'm looking for that thing here, Clay. What is this? Relic 9 or what?
Relic 9, yeah.
Relic 9. This is without mods. This is just his stats.
This is just base stats, yeah.
Health is 81,000. Protection is 95,000. Speed 165. Jeez.
I mean, if you make an effort, you can easily get 50% in either category too. So double that up.
God, can you imagine? Oh my God, that's a beefy boy. His Knuckle Duster's 10,000. Ferocious Full saves 11,000. The Disseminator is 12,000 damage. That's just base. Oh my God.
Well, that depends on the modifiers for that though.
Yeah.
Somebody, it might have been like Jace. Like one of the initial characters had a really high, like base damage. They didn't have any. Let me look it up. See if he's on the .gg. He's good. I'm not trying to take anything away.
No.
from him.
I mean, we want the facts, brother. But I mean, that's
He's on
gross. Yeah. Oh my God, that is unbelievable, man. That's a gross kit, dude. I mean,
Oh yeah, he is.
goodness gracious. I mean, he's a popular character. When everybody saw him, they're like, "Oh, ooh, look at this! Look at this guy! Look at this sexy Wookiee." He's like Chewbacca on steroids. That's he's just.
Yeah, he's got a 190% modifier.
Oh my
on his
God.
basic. Yeah, that's pretty good for a tank. Yeah, he's gonna be a beast.
He's gonna be a
Literally.
monster. You're a monster, Chrysanthemum. Not the gun drop buttons. Wow. Okay. Well, I need a drink after that. Jesus, what a kit.
165 base speed for a tank too.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Because I mean, what 150 puts him at 315 with like a borderline upper mod set for speed.
If they keep pumping out characters like that, Power Creep's real.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is CG's play at we're not giving Jabba a partner character, but we're giving him a partner character. Like 100%. Like he's not supposed to go with a GL. I mean, Jabba's not supposed to have a partner, but the revive mechanic, the stupid thickness, the direct call out to a galactic legend, Hutt cartel ally, and the leader's lie. That's close as you can get.
Well, he's going to neuter JMK too, Cat, because we were talking about this earlier on the VIP stream with me and Clayton. That neuters Cat. You're going to have to rethink how you use JMK Cat because she's going to kill him and then he's going to come back stronger than he was before. It's like, oh, yeah. Well, that's nice.
He may very well be usable at kind of 3-4 stars. I mean, he's not going to be fantastic, but I think he's serviceable.
I agree.
At 4-star.
Well, they've actually done a pretty good job. I mean, outside the Inquisitors, the characters have all been very good at lower stars. Inquisitors is a train wreck, dude. I'm so disappointed in them, dude. I farmed the hell out of them. I've got my Grand Inquisitor still sitting at Gear 8. I'm like, I can't take him up, man. He's just, I can't do it, dude. I'm just so sad. I'm a sad ranger right now. I need a hug.
Well, we'll see how good they are. Like, they're decent now because they've got that damn second sister Omicron, but we'll see how good they are in 2 months, really. Like, it's kind of hard to get a read on them. I'm not super impressed. I think they're good, but that was a...
Same.
They were designed to counter, like a specific team. Like, in GAC, they can beat Gas if you outrun Rex. But then, like, any other Jedi team that you really come across, either A, you're never going to find that team in the wild because at the the level of having Inquisitors, you're not going to find Shakti-led clones very commonly anywhere. And everything else that they're designed to somewhat counter out the gate, it just isn't viable in the real world. And so it's like, and then they're just torn to shreds by like CLS and a lot of the other old game mechanics, because it's like, what do you do when you give a team a ton of health and protection? I don't know. You just slap explosives against them, and then they get melted into oblivion. It's just like there's teams that they get easily beaten by that are much older, and so I feel like they didn't put enough safeguards in their kits to make them more durable against the older meta. So a lot of old teams just stomp across their face.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
hear they
bad.
did well against Phoenix.
I don't know. Someone asked me the other day, like,
That's a lot of debuffs against Phoenix. They'll just sit there and generate health all day.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a good play. Well, someone asked me the other day, like, what do you think is better, the Inquisitors or Ewoks at Relic? And I was like, you know,
I had to think about it, which means I could have easily waited. Like
yeah,
if I could have waited till the next round, and I don't feel like I wouldn't feel like I have like some huge handicap because I don't have it.
yeah.
Like it's just an extra team. Like I've got tons of JTRs laying around, and Mon Mothma type teams. Like it's kind of extra.
Yeah.
He just hates because he had to spend 4 hours doing that event.
4.5, sir. Thank you. That event was Christ in heaven. That was brutal.
Content.
It was content,
was
all
bad.
right. Yeah, I guess you can call it that, because I didn't know what else to do. I mean, I wasn't going to put more relics on them. I put God tier mods on them. I'm like, this is outrageous, man. I just sat there just beating my head against the wall. And it had nothing to do with skill. It had to do with all about RNG, and I can't stand that. I was having gas flashbacks because it's
It
like,
wasn't that bad.
for me, it
quite
was.
that
It really
bad.
was. I mean, if you go back and watch, it came to like there were times gone when I went in there. I literally the Quizzer killed like 2 of my characters before I could even get to the next round. That's how bad it was. It was like, good lord. Now you had a little bit of an easier time.
Had a lot of luck on the mall. Battle.
Yeah, that
He just
mall
kinda-
man. That was the.
I didn't know what was going on. I just dropped dead. I was like, sweet.
Yeah, that didn't happen for me. That dude butchered my ass for about an hour, dude. Ahsoka was bad. Yoda was, once I figured Yoda out, just getting the right RNG, when that happened, he wasn't as bad, but Ahsoka was brutal, and so was Maul. Good lord, those two were awful, man. I think I spent the most time on those 2 characters than anything. Maul, I was like, well, let's go in and get up, And by that time, the Grand Inquisitor at that level, he was one-shotting characters. I was like, God damn, man. He came up with this crap. Why do I got to face the Grand Inquisitor and get my ass beat and lose all my stuff before I go face Maul, man? What the hell? Who thought of this? This is ridiculous.
I'm interested to see what they do with Jabba, like the kind of the storyline. That could be interesting
Oh, I
because
think
there's not
it'd
like
be
a
great.
counterpart. They said there's not a counterpart, so it's not going to be like you do Rey and it's just the opposite of Kylo sort of thing. So that would be pretty cool.
What do you think his ultimate's going to be? I think either the Sarlacc pit or you get dropped into the Rancor pit. Which one do you guys think it is? Where he hits the button and you drop?
Sarlacc.
Rancor?
No, we already have the Rancor in the game, so it's got to be Sarlacc.
Yeah, you have to jump off the platform. What if
Yeah,
it?
like
What
'cause
if,
he can't really do anything, right? Like he would just sit there and build up some sort of ultimate that it might just like end the match.
Yeah.
Something like
Well,
that.
the ultimate I feel will be something similar to Radis' ult, where it's going to be a lot more of the. It's going to build up to something that just like does a ton of damage.
Yeah.
Gonna be a little cinematic.
Oh, of course.
Maybe. I mean, we might get as good a quality as we did with JML and C. A little transformation-y thingy.
BlueStacks doesn't like cinematics.
Well, it doesn't like GAC ship meta either, because I get more dodge there than anything, dude. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid, man. It's like, I don't know what they did to the Aeon defense, but it's really driving me up the wall, man. It's so brutal. I actually adjust my play so I can account for possible dodges in the ship meta now. All right, but we got some questions coming in now, so get your questions in, guys. Make sure you put the word question in front of your extra question statement. We got a great panel tonight with Thane, good old Maurice, Clayton, and myself, Ranger J1999, coming in hot and heavy. So welcome you guys all in. Grab something to drink, snacks. Let's start asking these questions, get the thoughts from the panel on this stuff. So una memento por favor as I get these ready. And we'll start off with Psycho Drums. He says, question, who had to smashed the like button? I don't know. I can't track who that is. Hit the like button, or Psycho Drums is going to be smashed. Yuta question, I heard there was some news in SWGOH. Can you tell me what it was? Okay, Yuta, you son of All right. Psycho Drone's question: smugglers are all light side. Jabba will work with smugglers. What could this mean? You can use Han Solo because he worked for him. I don't know. Are all smugglers light side?
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah.
Huh.
It didn't say scoundrels, not. It didn't say smugglers, didn't it say scoundrels?
I said scoundrels. Maybe I misread that. Let me go back to
I
the
think
post.
his kit calls out that the description says that he worked with smugglers, but I think his kit calls out that it'll work with scoundrels.
Oh, we have the August burns red, so we have the dates for the August stuff. The calendar. I just got this updated. Let's see here. Mega Assault Battles don't care about that. Mythic Events don't care. Fleet Mastery. They didn't announce when the new ship's coming, so I'm trying to see if there's a date. Probably early August.
TM.
Messing TM. TB will be on the 8th and the 22nd. TWs will be on the 6th, the 16th, the 20th, the 30th, and then the next one around will be September the 3rd.
Oh, those are smugglers.
Grand Arena Championships will be started on the 15th of August, and that'll be 5v5 fleet. And then Heroic Events, we got Ghost Dathmar on the 10th, Endor on the 21st, and Dathmar on the 30th. All right, cool. Got it. Assault Battles. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Let me get in here. All right, we got that
It
question.
says it right under his.
Okay, you
no.
got me too. There you go.
Yeah. He will interact heavily with the new Hutt Patrol tag and have synergy with bounty hunters and smugglers. This includes having a special contract for bounty hunters while he is leadership. But it says
So that's
bounty
interesting.
hunters.
So maybe the reason that he doesn't have a counterpart is because he could go either way. He could either have a light side team with the bounty hunters or a light side team with the smugglers.
I mean, sure. I guess. They probably just don't want to have to worry about pushing out GLs and pairs anymore because that's been the shitty part for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Did we lose Ranger? Oh, there he is.
I'm still.
Ranger.
Well, you can get some use out of some cool characters. Like, I mean, maybe I'm sure he has some sort of stacking ultimate base. Of course,
Sure.
it is based on X, Y, or Z. And you maybe get some play out of Bet Han, Bet Chewie, some of those characters you're required to get.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, man. Shit, I love Vethan and Chewie, man. The Viagra brothers have come in handy on a few teams.
Yeah.
Next question. What else? 3. Could you hear the excitement from Could you hear the excitement from Van Seal's joy about Jabba and Beekeep without a phone like the rest of us could? I felt a disturbance in the folds. Like a million voices crying out to me that Van Seal was losing his mind. What else? 3 question. Now that we have GL Jabba, does that increase the likelihood of getting some pirates? Har. You mean like Hondo? Har.
Nope. Not going to happen.
What do you think we're going to do with Hondo when he's going to come to the game? He's a really popular character. I'm surprised at this point that Hondo has not come into the game.
Well, the problem with Hondo is that he would get like a lot of tags.
And that's wrong because let me see him just that.
I mean, yeah, it's cool to say like, okay, that's not a problem, but like logistically, like making a kit like that, because he would have to have like Galactic Republic, he'd have to have like Pirate, he'd have to have like Scoundrel, he'd have to have Rebel, he'd have to have Resistance.
I mean, would he be dark side or light side? Dark side?
Light side.
Dark side.
Yeah.
Dark
No,
side all the way.
See? There we go. We got a split panel already.
All
Like,
right,
I don't know.
So he was.
Hey,
dark
let's
side
make
for,
a
like,
deal.
couple episodes in Clone Wars.
It's kind of a
Well, and again, that also depends on what iteration they bring of him. The one we see in Rebels.
yeah, it's true in
would
Rebels.
I would see more of a light side approach, but the one in the Clone Wars series is
yeah.
full on dark side. Don't know ifs, ands, or buts.
He worked with the Galactic Republic.
Working because it was profitable. That's the
Yeah, it's
only
fine.
reason he worked with them.
That's fine.
Embo worked with the Jedi on that planet defending that plant farm, and he's dark side. So your theory sucks.
No, because for most of his life he was light side. Like I said, Rebels onward, he was light
greedy.
side.
That's just he's greedy. All right. Skeleton, what's going on, Big Skell? It says, question, any of you guys see Calvin's Match Night versus a cheater? Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Why
That's
does he
terrible.
always
That
get cheaters?
sucks, dude.
Isn't he like always getting cheaters?
Yeah, because he gets matched up in the top. I'm trying to be more prevalent with the cheating stuff, man. If you see anybody message me, I'll send it to CG again because I can't stand these motherfuckers, man.
I've been pretty fortunate, except
Yeah.
one time where Loki swore up and down that I got cheated against. And I didn't have the effort in me to fight. Just like, well, he got me, I guess. It sounds terrible, but it was done with. I mean, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, what do you do against such reckless hate? All right, next question. Soccer drums. Question: I'm working towards Star Killer now, a couple weeks away. Malgus unlock is happening first. Only 4 armies available. Priority order: start with 2 and 2, or do all 3 on Malgus? No, you only need 1 for Star Killer to start off with. You can just do there's much conflict in you and be okay.
Yeah.
And then you can do the other 3 on Malgus if you need to.
And we don't know quite yet if we need all 3 on
No,
Malgus.
we don't know yet.
Unfortunately, Malgus will unlock. No, he'll unlock the right before the next week's lock-in, but it'll be close.
Yeah, it'll be
It's 3v3,
couple
so it's a
hours.
hard gauge to begin with.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
really. Yeah. I don't even know what 3v3 I'm going to use with Malgus yet. I'm just like, God damn it. Here we go again. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it. We'll have some
Malgus Talon
coffee.
X.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Malgus.
I would say Sith Assassin just so that they're forced to go after Malgus the most
That's evil.
because they're both going to be they're both going to be under stealth like the majority of the match.
That's
It's gonna
true.
be
That's
like,
an evil team.
That's going to be like the old Mother Talzin team with Acolyte. It's just like you're going to be stuck never getting over to Acolyte because she's always under stealth. So unless you have AoE, you're screwed.
God, dog, man. Woo! Just thinking about it makes me as excited as a little girl. Leonardo, question: do you think those brain droid fragments for Relic 9 will now appear in weekly shipments?
My guess is no.
No.
They're going to still want to milk you for. I mean, let's be honest. We literally had an R9 requirement drop, and the next day an R9 pack came out. So that tells me they're still wanting to milk the monetary side of it. And I was reading the store pack update thing that SWGOH Events put out, and they have like 3 of their high-end Relic bundles dropping in the next 2 weeks. So my guess is they might after GL Jabba comes into the game, but before that, when there's this huge push for high Relic levels, they're gonna milk it. They're gonna want players to spend money on packs.
Well, they're slowly. I mean, to me, it looks like one of their long-term goals is just forcing you to participate in TW or in Conquest, like basically forcing you to engage in every game mode, right? So they might keep droid brains locked behind TW for quite some time.
Yeah. Well,
Well, especially
droid brains, when you get to that level, it's the other piece that you need for
Yes.
Relic 9 that's the horrible part, you know? I mean, I've got plenty of Relic 9 on that side and Relic 8. It's the other pieces for the Relic 8-9 that are just... It breaks the soul, man. Oh, my God.
Arrow magnifiers.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's the battle computers. That's what it is. The other side of Relic 9.
Yeah, it's a battle computers.
The battle computers are expensive.
Well, see,
The-
especially if you want to level up all these damn characters they keep releasing, you're
I
just
know,
not going
right?
to have the components for it.
Well, and they're just dropping so many tanks that look so delicious, and the tanks are almost an R9
Must.
minimum at the junction. Now, if you want a team to go against the meta, you're going to need that R9 to make that team just absolutely shine. And so it's just like, oh my God, the investment levels are. They'll have to do something, but my guess is that it'll probably be the 1-year anniversary. They might add some stuff to shipments, like they started doing with Relic 8. They started adding the arrow magnifiers to shipments. They add the 5 each week, so they're starting to let it trickle down a little bit. But my guess is that the only way you're going to get it is by spending something, either crystals or actual cash.
Ray Rock says, yeah, Calvin's opponent cheated blatantly with perfect score even in fleet, but with 1/3 of the good mods that Calvin has. Tell Calvin to message me, man. Calvin, you're watching this. I know you're busy, dude, but message me. I'll send that to CG, dude. I'll get that directly to them and get that person off the boards. I can't stand... I don't understand why you cheat in this game, dude. Just take your beating like a man. I do. You know, I have a winning record in GSC. I do very well in GSC, but there's just sometimes you just got to get beaten, dude. You know, be a man. Don't be a punk. Don't cheat. Can't stand it. I got no sympathy for cheaters, dude. I don't. I really don't. I think you're garbage human beings. Sorry.
Especially in the current meta, though, it's like, what are you really gaining out of having a perfect record?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Crystals.
That's some, but I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, is it worth it? No. I mean,
No.
God, horrible, man. Can't stand that crap.
Yeah, what happens when your crystal income when your account gets banned? Oh no!
Oh no, money.
I feel like a real idiot when karma comes knocking on your door over some scandal you pulled in a video game.
Yeah,
You
right.
know, just like, oh, maybe. Oops.
Oh no. Oh God. Andrew Zani Major, my boy, says question: what do you run with Radis? Well, besides resistance?
Radis is no. The
Oh,
character,
Radis.
not the
Right,
ship.
I'm thinking. I'm too tired. What do we
Think of the
run?
capital ship?
Yeah. Who do you run with Radis? Well, who do?
Well, Jin Urso is a given.
Yes.
I
would just
would.
go Rogue
I'm gonna
One
run.
there.
Yeah, it's Rogue One. I'm running Jin with K2 Cassian and Biston.
Oh, really interesting. Okay.
Well, because Biston's Frenzy ability pumps 20% turn meter to the team when he
True.
activates it. So you have Jin be stupid fast because she starts with Spark of the Rebellion, so she has like her plus 70 speed out the gate. So her mediocrely well modded will get her to go first before a lot of teams. So you just have her TM swap with Biston. Biston pumps everybody with 20% TM, and then he just starts cycling turns. So it goes pretty
with
quick
Cassian
on getting the.
and KTOS and SO
Yeah.
and Radis. That's nasty. That is nasty.
Yeah. So that's what I'm running. There's an argument for Scarif to be there, just because he'll keep reviving.
That's true. That's nasty too, dude.
There's a couple other ones that are decent arguments. I saw some people arguing for Baze and Chirrut, but those ones are harder for me to get behind just because they don't really keep the ball running. And actually, Biston with decent mods hits like a freaking truck. It's crazy how high his offense gets if you actually mod him well. So I think he'll do just fine. And the dots aren't going to be a bad thing either to have. So.
Hashtagger, what's going on, buddy? Says question: when does Grand Inquisitor event roll back around? I'm ready.
It's been about a month, so probably about 2 more.
Yeah, it's every 3 months. They'll
Probably
start until they hit
probably
the year
September.
mark, and then we'll do it monthly or something like that. I don't know.
It'll probably be September, my guess. We had it in June, so
Yeah, hopefully you don't have
July,
as much
August.
pain and suffering that I went through. Hopefully you have a GOM run and not a Ranger run. That's the way we want it. Nick Marsh question: do you think Jabba will use the neutral tag? No, sir.
Dark
No.
side.
He's dark side all the way, baby. Hashtagger question: have any of you all seen Cubs Red 5 confirmed basically video yet? What do y'all think of that? What?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. I was watching the stream earlier, but I was kind of just hanging out. I wasn't really. They did. I know he shot a video with AP Games. They were kind of having fun. I didn't. Did they say that? I'm trying to remember. I was trying to get the stream ready at the time. I don't know if Red 5's confirmed. Basically,
yeah, it's using a little bit of extrapolation with the event calendar having the different title of August Burns Red.
Right.
And then them having the Endor escalation event highlighted. Which Red 5 wasn't at the Battle of Endor. It was at the Battle of Yavin. For anybody who wants to correctly
That's good.
identify.
That's good history lore for Star Wars right there, baby.
Yeah.
Some good
Anybody
stuff.
else. But it's the only category in the event calendar that's not in all caps. So it's just there's a lot of like minuscule details that people are like, well, that basically confirms it, and I'm like, okay. If you say so.
I mean,
Is that
Yeah,
good as the horoscopes you get on a daily, your daily email, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm all for it. It would definitely. I mean, the problem is with Red 5, it's not going to go with the Profundity. It would be there to strengthen the Home 1 fleet, because that would be ridiculous to have that ship drop in and then have no synergy with the fleet. I mean, clearly they're trying to use it looks like the Phoenix teams and the U wings and then the Rebel Y wing to push forward with the Profundity. So it's just like, okay, well, it would go to home one. Well, who wants to work on another legendary ship to go with a B tier fleet? Like, I just hard sell for me. That's all.
Okay. Let's see. Next question. Hold on. Nick Marsh question: how come Jabba's prerequisites are in the quest and not journey guide? I did the journey guide.
They're in both.
Yeah, I got it through I'm on the journey guide right now with that. Did I miss? I did get the quest one, but I also got the journey guide.
Your
one.
screen's on the forum post.
Well, I know, but I'm saying I that's how I got it. I mean, I'm just saying I went to the journey guide in the VIP stream and did that. So
yeah, no, they did both. It's in the journey guide and it's in the quest. They're both there because they're going to reward. The quest rewards those titles.
Yeah. So
you have both. It's just the quest actually rewards the title, and then the journey guide just keeps you in track of what's happening.
There you go. Let's see. That's science. We're all about science here at RSG, and we got the man scientists right here, good old Maurice. So you know it's factual. I love how Gom just did a butthead. Science. he said tube. Well, I'll tell you what, that Gom, Beavis, and Butthead sure do spend a lot of time sniffing the propane in the backyard. All right, Andrew Zani, major question. Has anyone tried out Lord Schmader after the bug fix? I have not tried. He's on defense for me in GAC, and I really don't dick around too much outside of stuff with Lord
I don't know
Schmader.
why you would, though. It's like, it's I mean, it's so hard to, with Datacrons, this will be almost impossible to consistently test because you have two more things to factor in. That's an endless. Is your damage change because you have to get an opponent who doesn't have one equipped, and then you have to get equipped one, then you got to take a non-Empire unaligned force user in with it, and then keep it. Oh, it's a lot of extra work to see if he loses 10,000 damage. I don't want to do it.
It really, I mean, this just was released. You know, I mean, there hasn't really. The only thing that comes to mind that this even affects is Kylo to Lord Vader. Like, I can't think of any other instance. So, I mean, there hasn't been a TW or even really a GAC until 3 hours ago.
Yeah, and the 5v5. I mean, 3v3 is hard area to test it, anyways.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm not trying it until I see either A, somebody else do it, or B, I'm either way ahead or way behind and can gamble. Like, I'm not going to risk my match on it until I see it work a few times. Like, I'm kind of discarding that as a counter until I see otherwise.
All right, we're caught up on questions. We still have we really got through all that in an hour and 15 minutes, hour 20 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty good. We could do some GAC if you guys want. Hang out a little bit longer. I'm down with that. Get some more questions and stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to have to roll in a minute, so.
That's okay. I got Clayton and I got Thane here. Thane's eating, so he's not really paying attention. So,
all right, guys. Well, thanks for letting me invade your stream.
Yeah, let me know when you want to. You wanted me to come on one of your GAC streams. Let me know when you want to do that, Gom, and we'll make it happen, brother.
All right, man. You guys be good.
All right, thanks for coming on,
man.
Gom. And you can check out Gom on Operation Metaverse on Twitch, and it's always a fun time. So check out.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shameless self promotion.
No,
like I said,
we do it all the time.
Like Hot Utils is coming out with version 2, and they're doing giveaways, contests. I think right now they're slated to give away 10 Chili memberships and then 2 vaults worth of stuff. We're actually doing the giveaways and prizes on the 28th of July. I'm going to be putting a video out soon. We're going to have like submissions. You guys can enter a contest to win. So I'll be putting out information on that real soon. So check out the Discord of both Metaverse and Hot Utils. So it's going to be a fun stream.
Okie dokie. Sounds
see you
good,
guys.
buddy. All right. Have a good one, Gom. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
See ya.
See you.
It's good people, that Gom. All right. I think we should do some GAC. I think you're going to be shocked. All right.
I did my GAC while you were talking. In fairness, I didn't have to pay attention to my GAC to win, so.
Okay. Let me do this. Take off the cam. That way I can share the screen here with Thane, who's not really here, and Karthik, and then I need to switch to the game mode over here. So we'll go to game mode. There we go. Hey, Clayton, look what happened. Our opponent already attacked. Good Lord.
God, that's a good score for already clearing the. Well, I don't remember, to be honest. It's been a hot minute with threes.
God
One
damn.
tap, one tap, one.
He
tap,
one-tapped
one
everything,
tap.
dude.
Jesus. You need more data cron. What did he put on well, I see at least a couple GLs on defense.
One.
Really? I thought I saw Ray in the lower. And
Yeah,
Lord
it's
Vader
Ray,
up
but
solid.
is it two?
Isn't Lord Vader up high?
Yeah, Lord Vader up high.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm not crazy.
The
All
thing
right.
says he cheated. Did he? I don't know. He blew through all this stuff, dude. But then again, he had a lot of stuff for offense. Wow, he just destroyed our ships like it was nothing, dude. This guy's got less GP than me.
Yeah, but it looked from the after action report, it looked like those fights got pretty strung out because they were all reinforcements were called.
Yeah, they did. Those were tough fights. And the game's spinning. Okay. So in the south here, let's talk about it since we're gonna do this. We have Bad Batch. We have. Well, that's an interesting Starkiller team. They all have Datacrons. This guy went crazy with the Datacrons. He has the Datacron on Ray. Let me look at Lord Schmader in the north here. We have Maul, Nest Canderous. Okay. Lord Vader with his Datacron.
Why would he put it without Maul there? Oh my gosh, whatever. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing more
2053 is basically a perfect score? Jesus.
Asian style. I don't want to come off completely rude here, but if I had to pick an account that was going to cheat.
So damn. Well, let's go for it. See if we can beat him. If not,
Let's see what the score says for that. Because it should be pretty easy to tell you what he has. So why are you a 0? Because you don't get defense, right? Sorry, my brain farted for a hot minute.
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean? This
Yeah,
is the JC. This is the.
I don't want to be rude, but why are you a 0?
Yeah. So
I don't mean to talk or anything.
59's time 15 battles, and then what's the max for fleets?
Fleet should be. I'll break it down each zone. So, I can't see.
79 for each one.
219 for the fleets, and then 260. Yeah, 260. Yeah, those are all 260. The fleet is 219.
And then, okay. So a perfect score would be 21-21.
Shit.
So if he went in with full teams, that would drop. Let's see, that only drops 2 banners per zone per battle. So
minus 30 minus
30 minus so 36. So 2085. So only dropped 32 banners from max.
What the fuck?
That's damn impressive.
God damn.
I would love to see what he used because call it a little shenanigans.
I put some decent stuff on defense too, dude. It's not like I put crap down.
That's what I'm saying though. It's like that is insane and not impossible, but it is crazy.
He's got a lot of stuff here that normally for. Wow, Jesus, he did 2 Starkiller teams. Wow. Which he probably lost on ships. Most likely, he lost on ships.
Yeah, he looks like he played the ground game damn near perfectly, which is still is weird. Like that's not easy to do in threes because most
Omicron era?
counters in the Omicron. No, because the only way he could crush you out the now it would depend. It's the Datacron era, I would say. Change that. If he has a ton of the level 3 25% TM gains, then it's possible he just outran you outright with his light side teams and then just destroyed your defense. But man, against your GLs, I just don't see.
Yeah, he walked through my level 9 Datacron Ray. I'm like, God damn.
Scores.
What did you use, dude?
Yeah, I mean, it's all possible. It's not a perfect score, so clearly there's, but still the only drop like 30 banners. I mean, that means he dropped. There's what 20. There's 18 fights.
Yeah.
So he only dropped like 2 banners a fight.
That's insane. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So,
all right. Well, let's see what we can do. I mean, fuck. All right. What do we?
Either RNG went absolutely perfectly in your favor, or something.
Okay, let me go look at something here. I want to see how many Datacrons this dude has. He had quite a lot because he's got a lot of them on defense.
He probably has easily 20.
Yeah, he's got a lot of level 3s, but do they have the turn meter?
Probably.
Nope.
Yeah, but he's got a lot from the last set too.
That's a 25% turn meter one. That's nope.
Weird.
That is weird. I've got 2. All right, I mean, yeah, he went 2 GLs. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go for it, but I may just on principle report this, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to assume that the guy cheated. I mean, that's saying that's
Well,
really...
you have to wait. You'll have to somewhat wait until you can get the back end data on it, which is, I mean, still that's a crazy good score for what you got on defense. So I'm interested to see what he was able to do around that, because that's either his back wall is trash and his fleet zone is trash.
Yeah, which could be a possibility.
Yeah. Again, we only have half the defense.
Let's get through this. All right, let's start this. Let's get mean
Sure.
here. Ray, what do we want to use here? We have Lord Vader of the North. Now I have 4 GLs: GMK, SLKR, C, and JML. What do we want to use against Ray here? I do have the Datacron for JML. We could go C Watt here if we wanted to. What's the Datacron on Ray? Let me look at this.
Probably the damage one
For each active ally. So that's ugly.
Yeah.
Um.
What's the level 6 one for them? Is it turn meter?
Grants a buff to gain 10% turn meter. Okay. Datacrons are so garbage.
Yeah.
Can't stand them, dude.
Giant pain in the booty.
Big time. All right.
I don't trust C to that.
No, I don't either.
Even at Relic 8. I mean, how's it modded? I guess that's the best question to ask. But even then,
Mine? It's 200,000.
No. His Ray.
I'm
assuming
offense. I haven't looked at it. Yeah, and she is
12 something.
12,000.
Yeah.
Just right at 12,000. So she's gonna hit hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that to. Well, I would say you need to reserve JMK for the top versus Lord Vader, depending on what Datacron he has. If it's the cooldown reduction Datacron, that's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is.
That's a pain in the ass in 5s, let alone
3s. He blew through mine. What the hell did he use, dude? I even had, Jesus Christ, I had Maul on that team. God damn, he blew through all my stuff, dude. What the hell did he use? Jesus.
Yeah, I have no idea. I can't think of that. I don't. Yeah, like I said, unless his back walls are absolute trash, like B teams or C teams, like I have no idea what he did to just clear your board so flawlessly.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow. Okay, if I see another GL back there, I'm going to be really sus.
Yeah, we're already tiptoeing sus. It's like if there's another GL
and I don't
want
to be like that, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand how this happened. So, god damn. Okay, well, what do we think here? Not JMK. So JMK for Lord Vader, that leaves the other three. Who do we want to run here? I do have the Omicron for JML.
The Datacron. What Datacron do we have for JML?
We have.
Because the problem with it, with JML versus Ray, with the damage one, is that you'll pump her mastery, and she starts to get out of control. That could be useful to get underneath their bonus protection.
They gain reprise whenever an ally uses an ability on their turn. Luke, he assists and he does 50% more damage.
You got oh, Jesus Christ, that's so much resistance and special damage. Jesus Christ. You know, I wouldn't mind sending that. Who are you gonna put with him though?
That's the question. Yeah, who do we want to go? Cam? Okay, let's look at Jedi and figure out what we want to use here against this.
Cam wouldn't be bad because you can, once you get riposte on him, you can just have him go in and wreck face.
Yeah, he's gonna hit hard, dude.
I'm assuming we want to split JKL into his own team.
Yeah, I've got the Datacron for him too, so we can use him as a hard counter to something. Because we have the turn meter for him too, so yeah.
Yeah, for
we've
me,
got a
it's
lot of
gonna
stuff for
be
offense too.
I would say Cam wouldn't be a bad call here because Luke's going to kind of be able to carry himself, especially with that Datacron. What we need to figure out is, well, you need some sort of durability or sustain, because you're going to have to try to find a way to bump back. Do we have Hermit Yoda?
We do. No, he's on defense.
He's on
No, he's on offense. There we go. Yeah, we still got him.
Because in that way you could pull the foresight up, and I mean you can't avoid the alt, but at least you can kind of avoid the basics and stuff and try to.
Yeah.
And the master training will help with Kiadamundi and Skywalker doing other stuff, and then you can kind of keep, if you have to, you can keep pinging onto Hermit Yoda for a sustain.
Okay.
But outside of that, man, I just think everybody else can get yeeted out the board on our first alt, and I'm trying to pick characters that are going to hopefully survive it.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the whole goal, is trying to get somebody out before she ults.
Which we can do. We can, because we're going to hit
should
really
be able
hard.
to get. We should be able to get her out if we just focus in on her. If we get an early DI trigger on her.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And if we can get Kiadamundi to just get riposte, and then we should be fine.
Yeah, because he's going to start whacking.
Yeah,
I like this. I think this will be good. Let's do this.
I would almost put Master's Training on him first, just to see if we can get him to, because you got almost 40% additional physical offense.
Yes.
So I would almost try to get it on him first, and just see if we can just railroad into victory.
Okay, let's do it. Let's see what happens. God damn, dude. I'm just shocked. I mean, that dude was right when we were streaming did that. I was like, what the frack? All right. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Flex right up. And she was... God damn, look how hard he hit her, dude. Wow. All right, you're already DI. Let's do... Can we wave her down? Would that reduce her saber?
No, because it's triggered off other things.
God, she's already in DI. Cam's hitting like a monster. Wow. All right.
All right. Now I'll just try to get her the hell out.
Wow. Okay, that's fine.
Oh God, the sustain on her lifesteal is gonna get.
I know. Okay, ultimate. We just want to do basics here, right?
Start calling Hermit Yoda.
Okay.
To get the master training onto
Jedi Master Luke.
Yeah. But then start waving Hermit Yoda so that we can hopefully recover something to survive this ouchie.
Just basic here until I get to Hermie.
Yeah.
If we get a chance.
Oh God.
God damn. How did he do this, man?
How much health steal is on that freaking Ray? Because it's like you're tickling her, except for Cam.
This is stupid, man.
Like she's using the health, yeah.
I can't do anything. She's already max protection, dude.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna call shenanigans on this crap, dude.
I'm not far behind you here. I don't, but it's you can't cheat on defense. That's the only thing.
I know that,
Jesus,
but
that
I mean,
was over 1 million damage on a GL.
God damn, dude. Well, I'm done. All right, that's the JC. I really do not feel like.
Yeah, that was 1,020,000.
God damn, dude.
And she life stealed for 2.5 million. What does she have on that stupid?
That's what I'm looking at right now, because that's insane, dude. I can't stand datacrons.
Oh, 250% health steal.
Look at that. That's just stupid. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is why datacrons are fucking garbage, man.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I mean, how did you use C against this? I don't understand how you beat this.
Well, you'd have to use JMK and then hope that you could Fennec something against his Lord Vader.
Well, let's have some fun. Let's try some stuff now since we've lost. So I'm just going to let's experiment. What do you want to try, Lord Vader Fennec with Bam?
Yeah, let's try that. See what happens.
See what happens. Because I'm very angry at the moment. I'm so pissed off.
Wait, why are you mad?
His JML got absolutely railroaded.
Oh, damn.
With the datacron, dude.
How much wiggle room do you have?
None.
None.
He was perfect.
It's
he almost got a
thrown.
perfect score, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
And his datacrons, man. This is absolutely fucking absurd, dude.
Yeah, the guy is like 33 banners below what the soft max would be for like that means that you took teams of 3 and you. Yeah, so it's like the guy is what he's 2053 or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's 32 below. So out of the 18 battles, he dropped like 1.9 banners a battle with full teams. Like
In threes?
Yeah.
Like
we're also claiming sus, but until you can get
until you get that GG confirmation, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to go back and look. I'm good with this. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll test some stuff out now because it's like at this point it's like, god damn. And dot it up.
Yeah, the Queen of D strikes again, huh?
Well, certainly to a degree. There we go. There's some contract. Hey, look, Lord Vader just using that freaking ability like it's got no cooldown.
Mm-hmm.
You probably get rid of Royal Guard.
I'm trying. He's not taunting, and they got the mark on Stormtrooper.
Oh, right.
Do we want to kick or shred again here?
I would keep shredding, try to get them worked down.
Oh. Ow.
Quit healing. Die. There we go.
Let's shred again.
Sure.
Okay, he's in ultimate. That's fine. Dots. That's not good, but we're okay. Hopefully, I can live. That's not good. It's just not.
No, the cooldown reduction on his crush destroys a lot of the Fennec stuff, because if he goes into alt and can immediately crush you, that the loss on that ability block is.
This is just stupid. I don't even want to play. This is asinine, man. This is completely asinine. How did he get past my crap like nothing, dude? I'm just like, what the frack, dude? What does he got on this team here? What is this Datacron? TM.
And health steal. Yay!
Yeah, I'm done. We're done. We're done. I don't even want to play. There's no point. And enjoy. We'll look at your GG if you're watching. And I don't know if you're the wrong person if you did. But I mean, he went through my Datacrons like it was nothing.
Well, that's the part that has me like interested to see what he did, because like you have the similar Datacrons, so there's no way he. Are you the what's your raid Datacron again? Is it the 70%, or
it's just they get the ultimate faster.
Alt charge. Yeah. So the alt charge possibly C, but still not great. Not good banners, at least, because you're not C soloing that. You need a team in there. So that's the thing, is like, that's what I'm confused at, is like, if he used like C versus Ray, there's no way that was good banners. And he averaged only dropping 1.8 banners a fight. So it just doesn't track in my head.
Yeah, I don't know how that plays, dude, especially with all these Datacrons. And these Datacrons, man, they got to go. I'm convinced now. Datacrons are garbage. They're absolute garbage. Let's get them out of GAC, because this is bullshit. And I can't know if he cheated because Datacrons are a thing. I have no idea. I have no bloody idea what the hell he used here. And look at this. What's this on the CLS team? I bet it's 20. Start the battle with more protection, so I can't go Imperial Troopers. I mean, this is just stupid, dude. All my counters, man, basically are just trash now because of Datacrons.
Well, that's what we were saying in the VIP, is like, literally you're having to relearn everything every month for playing the game, and that's not what players want to do. They want to build consistent counters and then implement them. Like, I don't want to have, like, we talked about this a month ago when these things first got announced. I don't want to have and this is exactly what's happening. My entire investment into this game is being devalued by Datacrons because somebody either got better rolls than me or spent more money than me. Like, that's all that's happening here. Is like, if you were able to, and this is what I did in my GAC, and my opponent is probably feeling the same as you did right now. I had a whole front wall plus 25% TM gains on my light side wall up north, and you saw what that looked like. That was atrocious. Like, he's 5 battles versus a Momo team and can't get through. And this is no slouch. Like, this guy is in Ka. So Datacrons are eliminating skill and strategy by just throwing cash into the hole. So
it's just garbage, man. I mean,
yeah, I agree. I don't like the fact that they do this, because I don't want to have to every week, or not every week, but every month, basically get out my SWGOH textbook, read the new edition that's been added, and then try to figure out how that counters the Datacrons I already have versus how that deals with what's already in play and what the new stuff does. It's just, it's so much information to digest. I
Normally I
feel
would
like
kick
really
the shit out of this
like,
guy. If the Datacrons weren't here, I would kick the shit out of this guy. That's the thing that's pissing me off right now, because that Finn team,
Yeah.
mine's way better modded than his. But because he's got a Datacron that's got 25%, I can't use my normal Finn counter against that because he's got Datacrons. What the hell are we doing? You know?
Yeah. Well, exactly. It's just devaluing the time and resources spent onto your account because somebody either got better RNG or was willing to spend more time farming or whatever else. And just like, that's not what this game was about in the first place. It was you guys establish the meta, we figure out ways to beat it, and then we build those up and we use those teams. And now it's just like, well, we're establishing the meta, and then we're just going to throw, a giant blender on it and call it a day and hope you guys can adjust. And I'm like, a lot of players, like in my guild, are like, man, if Datacrons keep up this direction, like I'm going to quit because I just can't be bothered to relearn every what I need to how the game works.
I mean, at this point, I just want to test some stuff out because this is absolutely insane. I'm going to use the Datacron here. What do I want as a 5th? Kenobi? Yeah, probably.
You need a tank.
I need a tank.
Endgame meta is money. Nathaniel, you're not wrong.
It really is, man.
Sad.
It's so stupid.
Did you wail hard enough to play SWGOH today?
I guess. I mean, that's what this comes down to. Man. Bullshit,
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is like it makes me unexcited to get the new content. Like the only thing that out of what they announced yesterday that has me any level of excited is the Profundity, and that's because a new ship meta is useful.
I'm telling you, man, it's the year of the ship. They made the ship's the least complicated thing in the game, bringing out some good stuff, new metas, give ship loadout to ship raid.
Yeah. You're not wrong, man. Like ships are starting to become the thing that I want to invest in because it's the least amount of effort. Like I'll accept the fact that the First Order fleet has, you got to play, versus Executor has some stuff you have to work on and everything else that you have to do. It's like I can accept those things as part of how the game functions, but my God, I cannot sit here and deal with the character stuff. It's just insane.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because like people used to say ships are super complicated, this convoluted, and now it's the most consistent. Convoluted.
It's the easiest thing in the world to deal with right now, and you're just like, why is this a thing? Like,
it's like the only thing I have to worry about in ships is dodge, and that's it.
Yeah. Or if you're Ranger, it's the only thing in the game that happens.
Only place I could get consistency in the game.
Yeah.
God damn it.
The game consistently dodges. I'm a winner.
Yeah.
Baby.
All right.
Oh, boy.
I mean, we've already lost. I'm just trying to test some stuff out here. So.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't.
I want to try the Imperial Trooper counter that I normally use against the CLS because this is going to be gross.
That additional 20% crit damage is going to be useful. Hi, buddy. Would you knock it off?
So we want to go Veers, Piet, and Dark Trooper. Usually this is what I would use. We could go JTR, but good lord. This just trash Datacrons. Get him out of the game. I'm so sick of this. I've had it. I mean, I've tried to be the guinea pig. I've worked on Datacrons. I've tried to work on it for you guys. But the more I play with Datacrons, the more they are garbage. They are absolute.
That part of it. But the thing is, though, is this is not making parts of my roster more viable. This is making the top end of my account even more complicated, convoluted, and insane to deal with. Like if you want my Phoenix team to go start kicking ass versus some random backwater, Phoenix can now beat CLS teams because of the Datacron. All right, fine, whatever. It'll be what it'll be. I can get around it, but allowing freaking what's his nuts, JML, JMK, Ray, Lord Vader just to become absolute power nightmares because of basically no one thought how the Datacron and the kit would interact with each other. It's just step one, pull GLs out of Datacrons. That needs to be the first thing they have to do if they're going to keep them. If they are going to keep Datacrons in the game, they have to pull them out of GLs being impacted by them at all.
DJ Scrim, because at that point I'd already lost a match, so I just wanted to test it out. If you didn't see, we lost immediately with JML with a Datacron to Ray Datacron, and the match was over because the guy got pretty much a perfect score. So at that point I'm like, well, we might as well have some fun, so let's go screw around. So I know I'm supposed to use OG Mando, but again, it's just like, you know, at that point I've lost. I can't win. There's no way for me to win. I can't win no matter what I do, so why bother? So I was like, let's have some fun. Let's try some stuff. So and that's what we're doing now. Because there's really not much else I can do. I mean, this is just garbage.
Yeah, I mean, they'll do what they want, but I mean, the problem here is that they need to start really. They listened to the players on the first pass and made the second season of Datacrons more accessible. But the problem is that we just don't have the accessibility is now not the problem anymore. The problem is what is the interactions, you know. Like we need to get rid of they got to get rid of it. GL should not be able to be impacted by Datacrons, period. I don't care what anybody else says about that.
My God. They got 25% turn meter, and so look at this crap, man. Can't do anything. This is a forfeit. So I'm done. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So stupid, man. It's so stupid, man. I mean, this is absolutely asinine. And with Datacrons, like these turn meter ones and stuff. I mean, look at this one on Palpatine with Mara Jade. What is this one? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so they're gonna just constantly be running in circles around you because they're gonna have her deep. Mara Jade will always have her cooldowns.
Yeah.
Available.
It's just stupid, man. This is absolutely. You can like Datacrons all you want. I think you're on crack. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, man. This is not enjoyable.
No, it's not. I like Epic's little thing there about making them offense only. I would be a little bit more okay with that if that was a way they wanted to help address some of the problems. It would severely limit their sales pitch on them, though, because you'd only need a finite number. So
you do not need to be spending money on Datacrons in this game if you can avoid it. Seriously, guys.
No,
do not spend money on Datacrons. The only way CG is going to get the message is if you do not participate in this. I know the Wells and Krakens and other people are doing it, but if you don't invest, they get the message. This is the only way that this is going to go through, because I don't know what else to do to say, because whoever thought this was a good idea at CG, I want to have a really heart-to-heart conversation. Like, you do not understand how this game at higher levels and how this game works at a level for JC and stuff like that. It was fine for the Omicrons.
I'm really excited about it, though.
Who?
CG when they announced that.
I know, but it's so out of touch, man. It's so out of touch with what we're facing and dealing with, man.
Yeah.
And this has a direct impact on crystals.
It was a band-aid to cover a problem that didn't exist. Well, I mean, at least for the player base, the problem that existed for CG was they weren't making enough money, but that's their own fault. You spend 6 months releasing a faction that's basically the epitome of hot trash. Yeah, no one's gonna invest in that shit. Like, I honestly, Grand Inquisitor is the lowest legendary unlock at the first pass out of anything they've ever released. And they had 6 months of lead time coming to this character. There are people that were like literally 50 shards away from looking at it, saw the day one use of Grand Inquisitor and said, screw that noise, I'll just wait. Like, they weren't going to release their Crystal Horde for it.
Okay, I mean, is Grand Inquisitor the worst legendary character right now in the game?
No, I wouldn't say the worst in the game.
I think so. Because think about what all the other legendary characters are being used.
I would have to go pull up the journey guide stuff real quick to
if we go Palpatine, can we say Palpatine? Palpatine's useful, right? Star-Killer?
Yeah, Palpatine's got use right now. Yoda's got use. Thrawn's got use.
Yeah.
R2, BB-8 would probably be my only contenders, depending on where you throw them. JTR, she goes with Ray. Padme goes with JMK. CLS is way better. Bam is way better because the support's gotten better. Starkiller's amazing. The Revans are great. Chewie's great. C3PO powers up so many teams. Malak, Gas, and yeah. So really, R2D2 and BB-8 are the only two contenders of like the worst legendary characters to launch. And that's really sad because R2D2 is old as shit. And he's still viable. I mean, like, he still works with Ray teams. He still works with the new sortie team. Same with BB-8. I mean, BB-8 still has their... I don't give a shit that they're designed for TW. It's bullshit that the character can't do anything outside of that. Like, why do you want to spend money on a character that can't be usable in a game mode that you play more frequently? Like, why? The emphasis on TW from CG is absolute bullshit because there's no point. There is no point to invest in the characters that you can only use 4 times a month. Like most guilds, except for the tippy top, it's not worth the investment level.
Right.
So I just get so frustrated by that counter argument.
This is why when Omicrons first came out, I said they shouldn't do TW and GAC Omicron like separately. They should do a PvP and a PvE Omicron.
Yeah.
You know? And I got a lot of backlash from people saying like, no, like, you know, I like the separation. But now that we're getting to that point where they're like, you know, we're getting like, you know, 2-3 Omicrons on one character at once, it's like, okay, you know, yeah, it is a bit ridiculous, right?
Well, I would be more okay with Omicrons for TW specifically if they cost less. And we've talked about this before with Calvin and other people on the channel. If they were less value, because and the whole reason for that is characters that have 3 Omicron. It's like Book of Boba, like Dad Bod Boba is a great case in point. He is a 3 Omicron character. You don't really need all 3 to be viable for what he beats in territory wars, but you can take him out of there and just run Fennec lead, and it does the same thing with zero invest with none of the Omicrons. Like, it's still going to take bounty hunters, and you're still going to beat Lord Vader, which is the only team I think the other guy can beat. But you know, it's just I just don't understand. I don't understand it, man. It just they're pushing for stuff, and I get the reason why they want to put more rewards into the game modes. They want to incentivize players to invest more into those game modes, and I get that. But when you have GAC that impacts a player's, you know, resource income far more heavily than TW does, the only reason why TW even now is getting comparable is because of the Datacron rewards. Which, I mean, once you eliminate those as a factor, screw that noise. I don't know what the play was there, to be honest. Why would I want to spend and invest more on something I can use less frequently, where GAC is going to be something I use every single week for 3 weeks out of the month? You know, I don't know. I just have a hard time with it.
I'm just plugging along here.
Yeah, I see that. I'm trying to watch. Yeah, I mean, right now it's like Ranger's gonna like get stuck behind this if he just keeps health stealing enough. There you go. We got it. DJ Scram, did I change my mind about R7 First Order Officer? No, I have not. I have yet to see the purpose in putting 2 more relic levels on him for a little bit more health. If RNG's gonna go that south on you anyways, it is what it is. I'm trying to get more of the mindset of not relicking random stuff just because it gives me a slight, you know, like it changes stats a little bit. It's like attackers to R8 makes sense, but First Order Officer as a support, Relic 5, full 60 mods, that's enough commitment to it. I've used that counter for every GAC since it came out, and the majority of the ones I've lost have been solely because I misplayed it and did something stupid, and not very little to do with the first order officer dying too quickly. So I don't think I would change my mind on that one yet.
Oh God, so angry right now. Oh my God, I'm so pissed off.
I feel you.
What do you want to use Jedi Luke against? We can use Grievous against Starkiller, I guess. We want to use that against Mara Jade.
Yeah. What else? I agree. I agree that there are plenty of good things for R2 and BB-8 right now. I am loving R2 BB-8 with Sortie. That's a lot of fun. Really enjoy that. It's been a great time in so many different game modes. But again, it's another character that you have to invest into. So I wouldn't say Sortie is going to be anything meta, and I'm fairly confident Inquisitors will beat the Sortie team. So I would just say, all I would say is that I'm not saying that they're not good. I'm just saying, out of the list of legendary characters, those three would fall towards the bottom of viability, comparatively speaking, to where we use other characters now. Thrawn still has a good place in the meta. is critical to the meta. Palpatine got thrown into the meta with Starkiller's release. Padme, you could make an argument for, because you don't have to use her with JMK, but most people do, because Gasca, of course, with the 501st. CLS is still a great character. His team has still stood the age of time since they put him in. JTR goes with Rey a lot of times. Bam's got his own team, and that team's only getting better and better, partly because of they keep pushing him higher and higher up in relic levels. So if you actually have like a solid BAM team put together, what else? You're completely right. I have all of them. Unfortunately, I am a little sad that I did get as much as I did into the Inquisitor team, but yeah, I don't really care for him. That instant delete should not have been freaking, like, there's so many things about his kit that should not have been freaking.
She's gonna keep blinding him every time. I thought it was just at the beginning of the fight. How does she keeps blinding him every time?
Yeah. It's every one of her turns, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Just wanted to say. I mean, we're testing because there's no point, you know. She's gonna win because I can't do anything because you can't hit her. I mean, we did what we needed to do. Well, yeah, but I thought it was just at the beginning of the match. But I mean, the whole match, that's stupid.
Finds him with love.
The whole match. Ridiculous.
Yeah. What else? I have him at R8 as well. I mean, I've got him R8 well modded. I mean, he's doing. There are just so many things that doesn't make sense why they limited his kit, the TW, that hard. Like, if he could instantly defeat any character that has 6 stacks of Purge, like, his viability would go through the freaking roof in a heartbeat. And they're just like, meh. No, only Cat can do that. Really? Like, you're gonna make us. Yeah, there are a lot of things about the characters themselves. And the thing is too, is that, like, you know, there was pushback to have them improved, and we saw that with the Patience unique being released. But even that doesn't change enough. Like, the TM gain being so minimal, and the freaking, yeah, and part of that is, you know, to a degree, they don't want certain things to get out of control. Well, you're never going to win with Wampa and Cam, man.
I know, but I'm just having fun at this point.
All right.
It's like,
all right.
okay.
As long as we understand that.
Yeah, I already knew. I was like, okay, let me just stick around with this stuff because at this point, it's like, what's the point?
The negativity train is off the tracks.
I'm so pissed off right now, man. It's just like, this is garbage.
Yeah. No, Datacrons is the epitome of a bridge too far. They're pushing the game in a direction where you are going to get players that want to you're going to get a small portion of players to wail uncontrollably on them, and you're going to push a lot of players out in the process because they just don't want to deal with it. And that's just absolutely ridiculous mantra to have there of just like, well, meh, screw you guys.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I left for different reasons, but Datacrons would by themselves are enough to keep me from coming back.
I mean, I'm to the point now where I'm just like, we'll see what comes down the pike. I'm really hoping that, in August we get some sort of road ahead that's just like, hey, our bad. We're going to take these off. I mean, they're going to run through till October. We're not getting around that. My hope is that when they finish in October, they do not immediately launch Datacron Season 3 and they take it all down, they take it all out of the game, and they say, this was basically the players beta tested beta tested for us. We got lots of valuable feedback. We're going to retool it and we'll re-release it later. Not that I like that idea either, but at least it's them admitting that, hey, we definitely did not do the best we could do for the player base with this release. And I mean, I'm going to go through, I'm trying to allow more time to be exposed to it so that I can make, decent analysis of what's going on. I don't want to go off half cocked on them about it. But there are just so many things that they could do to improve it if they're die hard committed to keeping it in game, which I don't love that approach either. There are things they could do to make this a lot more palatable, and they just need to throw out the fact that this is going to be a cash cow for them. I mean, if you want this game to survive another year, they are gonna have to take this a throttle the other direction, because all you've done is push out a lot of the top end players, and the low end players can't even engage with Datacrons. So if you're going to force out the players that can actually utilize them, then what do you have left at that point? Like, if you push out half the players that can actively use Datacrons in a way where, what is it? It's going to be like a 7 to 8 million account that can actually use more than 3 Datacrons a season because they actually have that many characters at Relic 5. Like, what else are you going to do about it? Like, I just, one of those things that just kind of, my head spins on that idea of what was the real plan here, because it sounds like dog shit. Behavioral scientists. Well, this is the problem, and the big part of it is when companies care more about the bottom line of their game being profitable year over year and making more and more money year over year than they do about the health of the game. And I don't know if that's entirely an accurate way to describe what's happening at CG behind closed doors, but what we're getting on the front end is definitely that behavior where the players are just going to get ramrodded into suffering here because reasons, I guess. I don't know. I can't figure out why they want to push it this hard.
Mark Jade is just murdering me.
Well, because her cooldowns are always coming back around.
I know. This is why these Datacrons are stupid.
I think their hope was to create an evolving, always feeling fresh meta.
This isn't fresh. This is just frustrating, man.
Yeah, no, I get you, but I think that was their intention. And obviously that did not pan out.
No, I mean, and that's exactly what they said at the beginning. That was their intention, was to have the is allow datacrons to constantly oh, hey, your buddy's back, Ranger.
I took care of him.
But the intention was to evolve and reutilize parts of your roster that have fallen out of the meta or whatever else, and which like I said, I'm a big fan of that kind of mentality. But get Galactic Legends out of there, get legendary characters out of there. Like, it's just they're not the characters that need the support. You know, we kind of have a little bit more of a taste with that on this one because we have, you know, like Ezra, and we've got old Ben, and I mean, Momo's kind of an interesting one. She's not legendary, but she's still kind of decent anyways. But I mean, like, those kind of characters, you know, I'm more okay with them having stuff. If, you know, if Treya's still going to beat Momo, even with her taking the additional bullshit stat turns, fine. You know, it pushes out Wampa, but it still allows for the counter that already existed there. No big deal. Yeah, exactly. That's what Omicrons were for. But it's just like this whole thing of allowing GLs to get the stat increases, allowing GLs to be the level 9 upgrades, allowing GLs to take advantage of some of the level 6 stuff that just gets out of control in a heartbeat. There are just too many things that it's like you're already dealing with the maximum power curve in the game, and what you're doing is basically just slamming a nitrous button every month with different mechanics to screw with that. I mean, there are going to be some teams out there, once we kind of get more and more into the current season, that are going to absolutely obliterate or become unbeatable because the fact that, you know, like, what happens when you get a Momo team that has, you know, an additional 100% offense and 100% armor penetration, or any Rebel team that has that, or any Jedi team that has that. Yeah, there is Hellsteel in this one too, but it's a little harder to hit. The last one seemed to be way more prevalent, but this one's a little bit harder. But yeah, I mean, Hellsteel's an out of control stat. The fact that you can get 400% of it on a single datacron is ridiculous. They really should have standardized. I mean, get rid of special and physical offense. Just call it offense. Why this split is beyond me. You know, don't have armor and resistance penetration split up. Just have it penetration or whatever else you want. I mean, whatever stat, just have a stat that impacts both. But what they should have done is just standardize the whole thing. It's like level 1, level 2, unlock these abilities, and then just change the roll values from like 5 to 10% to whatever the whole thing is. And so, like, have your low level stuff, you know, 1 to 5 be your defensive stats, like max health, max protection, tenacity, potency, whatever else, and then have the high end ones be your damage stats or whatever you want to prioritize for that particular season. But don't have them be preset. Like, level 1 will always be max health, level 2 will always be max protection, level 3 will be the alignment, level 4 will be whatever stat they want it to roll that week. I mean, yeah, it doesn't incentivize players to go nuts with it, but at the same time, it becomes far more predictable for players to function around the datacrons without
my thing is to get rid of datacrons. Bad idea. Just admit you were wrong, get them out. That's simple. It's that simple. It's just not good. Omicrons are great. I love Omicrons, but these datacrons got to go. This is absolutely asinine.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
they got to go. They got to go. The whole thing, trash it. It's got to go. This is horrible. You know, There's no reason why, you know, the fact that I worked on all those teams and counters and stuff, and that they're completely trashed. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. What's the point? I don't enjoy. I didn't. Right? I mean, do I look happy right now, CG? Do I look like I'm having a good time?
No.
God damn. I mean, what are we doing here, folks? And it's just going to get progressively worse, as you said. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. You know, it's just about who spent on datacrons and who didn't, and then, you know, you want people to be competitive. There's no competitiveness in this. You know, just.
No, all it
Asinine.
does is, and again, like we talked about in the VIP stuff, is that this only gets worse as it goes on because the players who invested now, when everything gets deconstructed for the next season, if you have like I personally, I have 5 level 9 datacrons for season 1. So when season 2 starts and they deconstruct all my datacrons for season 3, I'm going to start with a major upper hand over the next, like the players who did free to play, and I'll always somewhat to a degree have that upper hand when they get deconstructed to the next set. And so it's like it's a system that is going to reward those who spend and punish those who don't get involved. And I just think it's an asinine way to go about it. And I mean, and then you've got I was talking to a guy who's a part of what is going on Kaz. So Kaz got a new guild sub format they're free to play players. They're not going to spend any money in the game, but what they're doing is they are spending like they're doing like 6 refreshes a day in Conquest to keep up with datacrons. And I'm like, that's just crazy that you have to be playing the game mode that much just to stay somewhat competitive. Like that's so asinine. Like I hate that they're leveraging us into going play our game or get punished for not playing our game.
It's just, this is absolutely this ludicrous, man. There's no reason why. I mean, this guy we're racing at the same GP, and I know my mods are better. I already looked, but I can't even get past this guy's stuff. I could continue on in full clear. I don't care, but I mean, this is just extraordinary, man. I mean, this is absolutely extraordinary. And that's why people are quitting left and right, because why would you want to play this? This is almost unplayable, you know?
Yeah, it's not fun to play, that's for sure.
You know, and your opponent that faced you,
yeah,
you know, I mean, what fun is that? I mean, he's got his normal counters. He's busted his ass. He's invested in the relics, which is a lot of money and time and effort and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, CG decides that datacrons are the thing to make it fresh. You know, you tried this crap too with TW a few years back, where you're like, we're going to try to mess with TW. You didn't learn your lesson. Y'all just think this is some clever stuff. It's not, you know, and you need to play, you know, GAC on a consistent basis to understand the frustration that players are feeling, like I am right now. You know, that battle just made me not want to do GAC anymore. I'm telling you right now, I don't want to do GAC anymore if this is what I have to deal with every time.
Well, I in all honesty, the only reason I even gave a crap about this round was because of how bad it went for my opponent. Because it literally went down to like, I don't even have to worry about trying because I have 4 GLs for offense. I'll just pick a zone and clear it and I win. But like 3, especially in 3s, like I was like, yeah, whatever, I don't really give a crap. And then I mean, and I still don't. I honestly just I'm doing it to hopefully get some sort of level rewards out of GAC. But I mean, like you were saying, I mean, I'll even pop it back. I'll pop up the screen real quick again for my GAC. But I mean, I basically have the opposite of what I'm in the opposite boat of where you're at. Now, granted, he still had a very good round of what was going on here, but I mean, like my Lord Vader is sitting here going, well, sucks to be you. You know, it took him 2 attempts to get through Inquisitors, 2 attempts to get through Grandma. I mean, look at all these level 9s that are hanging out right here. I mean,
it's ridiculous, man. This is some ridiculous stuff, man. It really is. I'm at this point, guys. Sorry, I know you love doing GAC with me and stuff, but I don't want to do GAC right now. I just because I started feeling it a little bit in the last rounds, but I'm like, okay, cool. I did have run into some issues like this, but it was mainly because I was out GP'd. But I'm like, what's the point? Why highlight the game? The game is completely, and GAC is just completely broken. You know, what really pisses me off is like, you're going to introduce datacrons and say, well, we're going to wait and see. You can't do that with datacrons and GAC. That has to be a proactive experiment where you're like looking at it constantly. Every time there's a round of matches, you need to be pulling that data and looking at seeing what the hell is happening. To wait 3 months and then say, let's look at the data. That's 3 months too long. And that's why we got people like Povey and everybody that we know quitting the game right now. You know, they don't want to waste the time or the effort or try to figure this stuff out in GAC. And it's completely frustrating. I'm literally just about to tell Nev, I'll do GA Center, but I ain't doing GAC anymore on streams because this is unplayable. I mean, that shit is unplayable, man. That is absolutely unplayable.
Yeah. I mean, and it's what do you do? Like, I've got a whole front wall here on my north, and every single one of these Datacrons is 24% turn meter. It's just like, what are you gonna do with this? Like, Momo's sitting here going, oh, 20% turn meter. Get some riposte while you do some more shenanigans. 300% health steal, 120% armor pen. It's like, what are you gonna do with it? Again, it makes damage melee the start of the battle for 2 turns, 20% turn meter. It's like, yeah, I did these things because I was, I like to test things out. This is part of this.
Yeah, I mean, you both have been testing this stuff out. The test is over. Me and Clayton agree. Datacrons can kiss my ass. So
yeah, I mean,
they got to go.
I was really excited at the beginning of this, but the more I've gotten into what's going on here, I hate it more and more. Like, I just can't get my head around why this was a good idea. Like some of the level 9 stuff, like the level 3, 6, and 9 stuff, those kind of mechanics would be interesting to have. But then the insane stat walls behind them just blow my mind. I'm like, why would you do this? Who needs a freaking rebel team with 40% more offense and 70% armor penetration and 230% health steal?
That's
insane. It just makes them unbeatable. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go against CLS with my gas team, and I lost. And it doesn't even have to be like the perfect RNG. It's just like they're just gonna gain more health, and gas can deal damage.
I mean, this is some asinine stuff, man. It really is. I'm just flabbergasted right now because I'm just like, what in the hell are we trying to accomplish here?
Trying to get the free-to-play players to quit.
I guess. I mean, because you're doing a great job because they're quitting in droves, man. And it's like, what's the point, dude? And the only reason people are spending on this, don't get this twisted. I've talked to a few of them, just because they're competitive and that's the only thing they have to do. It's an arms race. They're not doing it because they enjoy it. They're doing it because it's an arms race. And
if you don't have it, you miss out. And that's that's what my opponent's into right now. I mean, my opponent's in the same boat. He's they're just not as far along as I am in Datacrons. I mean, I've just got way more. I mean, they've got some stuff building up here. But they didn't really go hard season 1. Nothing too crazy. Season 2, they went a little bit harder in the paint. They've got a lot of decent stuff building up here. They probably a little hard on the crap that they've got going on out there. But I mean, still, it's just one of those things where it's like, if you aren't pushing for it hard and fast, you are going to be behind. And the longer Datacrons are in the game, the further you'll fall, because there's just nothing that you can do to stop it. The only way you're going to get to an enjoyable GAC is you're going to fall into Kyber 3 and 4 against players that
don't have the same stuff.
Don't even have the teams to take the Relic 5. And then you'll start winning, but you'll win for a season, and then you'll be back to facing Datacron hell again, all over again. I mean, it's not going to be a fun way to play the game. And all you're going to do is, like you just said right now, and we've talked about before, is it just drives players into not wanting to continue to put in effort or play. Because what's the point? There are so many things that are going to just walk all over me. Why does it matter if I invest or not? And that's really what's going to come down to. Players just won't play.
It's sad. I mean, it's really sad because I'm really excited about Jabba and, all the stuff that they put out today, and then I have to deal with that. Just completely unmotivated me. So I'm going to tell you from now on, guys, I'm just not motivated to do GAC. I don't want to compete anymore. I'll do it for fun with you guys. If we win, we win. But yeah, Datacrons completely turned me off. I mean, it's just too much.
You got 2 more months before.
Jesus Christ.
Because October,
September the 5th, yeah, and then
that's the first one, and then October is the one after that. So we'll have this in game until October, and we've had so many people in our guild quit. I mean, so that was the thing about Datacrons at the beginning. Everyone kind of just held in and was like, well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But the months, I mean, we lost more players after the season 2 started for Datacrons than we did when they first released, because it was just players didn't care. They didn't want to keep up. And so we've had 8 people retire in the last month.
Yeah, same thing in my guild. We've had a few people
And
retire.
we just can't. That's not sustainable. I mean, all you're gonna do is break down guilds again and have people have to go find new homes. It's just not sustainable. You're just gonna push the players that keep this because I mean that's the thing I think CG doesn't think about is that what keeps a lot of the Krakens playing this game are the people they play with.
Right.
Because they could drop this game and spend money in any other game in a heartbeat. They wouldn't give a shit. And it's just like, okay, but you break apart where the environments they like playing in, then what do? Because once they're out of a home, well, my guild broke down. Well, I don't really want to make new friends. I really don't want to do anything else. I'll just go see what other game they're gonna play. You know, I will be very interested to see the health of this game when the Lord of the Rings one comes online.
I don't know, but I mean,
it doesn't look the world's greatest right now. But I would just be interested to see. I would be interested to see how many people just give up entirely SWGOH for another game when they start launching.
I don't even know if they'll go to Lord of the Rings. They may go do something else. And I'm a Lord of the Rings junkie, but I'm just like, I'm terrified to go play Lord of the Rings. Because it's like, if it's going to be the same shenanigans and same nonsense, and we didn't learn any lessons from this game, then what's the point? You know? You know.
Do we just sit there with this is the roadmap that this game is going to take? I can start telling you right now what CG is going to do, or whoever's the main developer behind it, you know, what their timeline is, what they're going to do, what their strategy is going to be. And yeah, it's just not going to be fun. Yeah. I don't think it'd be a good time.
Not good times at all. So sad times for Ranger right now. So yeah, I am officially just going to do JC for fun now. We'll still do it because I love hanging out with you guys. So I'm still going to stream and I'm still going to do it, but I'm not going to be as committed to GAC. I'm going to drop out of the GA Center as part of the competitors, and I'll host it with Nav because I do enjoy looking at other people's stuff. But I'm done until they fix this stuff. I'm out. I can't. It's the only way I can protest is to say I just don't want to. I don't want to deal with this stuff. I'll still do datacrons and stuff for you guys because I still want to test because you guys ask me information. That's why me and Clayton are doing datacrons. So I'll still work on them and I'll still do them so you guys, I can tell you what's happening when I'm seeing it. But I mean, you know, that match just completely wrecked my motivation. Completely wrecked my motivation, which is absolutely ridiculous. So horrible.
Which is again, it's just asinine that's the way that is shaking out. It's like what were you gonna do? Like your opponent. Well, I mean, and the thing is, you know, however your opponent cleared your board, but it's like the fact that like Ray is health steal. Like you had a very good datacron to go in against her with, and she just like, well, I used my basic and I health stealed for full health. I'm like, well, that's cool. There went all my progress. I mean, that's the same thing with Lord Vader when you get him down to like one man ban if you can't out damage him.
I don't know what to do with that stuff, man. It's so completely stupid, man.
How many JMKs do you have in your roster? Because apparently I need 12.
Yeah, apparently that's the thing, man. It's like, okay, I guess we'll do that. I mean, I don't know. All I know is that complete poopy. It's poopy, straight poopy. It's poo poo doo doo caca doo doo. I don't like it. It's poopy. All right. God damn it. Well, I gotta do this leadership feat. What'd you do, Clayton? Oh no. All right, clang clang. Clang 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 goes the tip jar. Bang 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 goes Ranger's head. What'd you do? Oh my God, Clayton, you don't have to do that. God damn it. Jesus Christ. Thank you, sir.
What? I wanted to make sure that you were drowning your sorrows in some high class.
I can't do it right now, but I'll do it tomorrow. Oh my God.
Well, I mean, of course.
A little late, and I've been drinking, so like getting the possibility of said. I should have put Nihilus on this team. Why didn't I put Nihilus on this team? I'm an idiot. We'll put him on next.
You're not sharing your screen.
Oh.
I'm here for you.
We were doing the cam stuff, so. Oh, man. All right, last call for questions and stuff. I'm gonna go drown my sorrows.
On quest. And that's the thing that
Conquest,
kills
man.
me
I'd rather
too,
do
is, like,
Conquest than GAC, man. I'm not. I'm so that, and I hate Conquest.
well, and that I think we were talking about this last week. I said I think Conquest is now my favorite game mode because it's predictable, it's somewhat enjoyable, like it's not super stressful all the time, unlike light side GOTB, which is like I could win or lose depending on what RNG says in the first 3 seconds of my match. Oh cool, I lost, there goes my waves. So there's just so many things, man. I don't understand the thoughts here.
I blame Finn.
I blame Thane, honestly.
Thane, you son of a.
He left, and then TG did all this
No,
bullshit.
I'm a ships guy, so you guys can blame ships on me.
Actually, I'm excited about the ship. This is the thing. It's like the ship, the Profundity I'm excited for, and I'm excited about the new GL and all that stuff I was really excited for. And then, I'll go and do a GC match, and I've just had it. This has gone a couple rounds, and the Datacrons have completely unmotivated me to want to try, man. What's the point? I just don't see it. There's nothing good about Datacrons. I will debate anybody on this till the cows come home. Just that simple example. The Finn team, way less modded than mine. Mine's higher relic has better mods, outspeeds the team, but because they have a 25% turn meter one, I can't use that normal counter against them. It completely flips everything on its head.
Yeah, which again why they do certain boosts and not others are just
It's frustrating. It's really frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm really frustrated right now. But yeah, my mind's made up on that. So we'll still do happy hour on Friday, guys. So tomorrow we'll do the lunch stream, as is tradition, and then we'll do Friday. We'll do the lunch stream, and then we'll have happy hour on. I was just
early contributing to happy hour. That's all I was doing.
As is tradition.
I wanted to make sure that you.
Actually, I didn't feel like drinking yet. I feel like getting some more Star Wars figures. There's a few Inquisitors I was looking at, like, those look pretty good. I may do that instead of getting
Star Wars
some
figures can't use Datacrons.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, if you whatever you want to, man.
Bringer says, "Where's Finn? I want to shake his hand for setting up the Crumb last night. Salute, Finn." Yeah, I mean, it's just I do it all the time. I mean, Crumb's a good guy, man. I mean, remember, Crumb's just the messenger guy. So, and Crumb he's humble, and he will say when they get stuff wrong and own it and stuff. So, I didn't even notice it. Finn noticed it, and just was having some fun with Crumb. And Crumb owned it and said, "Hey, yeah, I made a boo boo there with when I did the screenshots and stuff." So I was like, "That's cool." So yeah.
Man, I'm all for that kind of mentality, but like you said, it's the unfortunate part is the only part of CG we get to interact with is the person who has absolutely no control on what goes on.
No, he has no control.
It's like he can bring things up, he can communicate things with the team.
He wants to hear you guys. Yeah, he's all about hearing you guys'.
I'm pretty sure at some point he'll probably end up watching this or whatever else. And
holding the baby.
And have some questions, but at the same time, it's just like I mean, this was the same conversation we had a month ago when they came out. Constructive criticisms and feedback. Like, don't sit there and just yell at the guy because he's the only person you can tangibly get your hands onto. Tell him what's wrong. I mean, we've given countless examples of that now, and it did have an effect. I mean, look at they did make changes for the next season before it went live to try to make it more palatable on the resource part of it. Granted, that's not the issue. That solves one aspect of a problem, but like when they made that change and Nev was talking about it, Nev was like, "Yeah, you solved one problem, but don't let that satiate you. You need to keep pushing it because we can't sit here and go, well, they solved the one problem. Let's lay off CG." It's like, no. They solved one problem. There's still a raging fire over here. Like, let's not forget that part of this issue. Like, we put out a small little piece of the fire. Like, we still got issues to deal with. So, I mean, they just got to keep pushing them, keep telling them, hey, this is not working. Whatever your plan was, it's not working as intended. You need to realize this and adjust. And I mean, and in all honesty, if they pulled out Datacrons tomorrow, if I lost every single dollar I spent on them, I would be okay with it.
I am too. I'm absolutely fine with it.
I wouldn't care if I lost the money I put into Datacrons, which at this point is probably a few $100. I wouldn't care. I'd take the loss. I mean, there are probably some players that'd be pissed.
Get
and
over
they
it.
would have to get. I mean, but yeah, but what Datacrons have done to this game has probably shortened its life expectancy to like within a year of actual like them keeping things going.
Yeah.
Because I think the players that will actively engage in the content they're trying to push out will fall out faster than the whales will spend to fill in the gaps.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. I don't see any other questions. Hello, lovely Kaya. Bringer Chaos. Everybody, thank you for being here tonight. What a night. Good Lord. Started off all happy and excited, and then I did GAC at Datacron, and it finally broke me. I was trying, Clayton. I tried so hard, dude. You know I tried. But I just can't. I just can't do it. I can't support it. That's just asinine.
I had a moment when season 2 launched where I got really excited about it because I wanted to do all that stuff, and that's part of the reason why I had the level 9s that I do. But the more I'm sitting here, the more I keep getting exposed to it, the more I'm just like, the only reason I'm even having fun right now in the game is because I was spending. If I had not invested in the level that I would have, I would be in your shoes right now of what happened to you tonight. I would be just sitting at a wall of Datacrons. I can't do anything. A player that I would typically stand a chance against beating, I'm now going to straight up lose because there's nothing I can do about it. Because they invested more, they put more time in or whatever else. And I think it's just an asinine way to play the game of just like, screw whatever you were doing. It's either you play the game our way or you are punished for it. And I don't like that mentality.
Yeah, it is what it is. All right, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up and everything. Subscribe, all that crap. We're gonna end the name. When I need to use the restroom, and we've been going for almost 3 hours.
Button.
Push, smash the button, as the kids like to say.
Smash the like button.
So I'm gonna go try to memorize all the new Chinese words that I learned today because I am learning Chinese, and it's kicking my ass, and I don't need this to make it worse. So
at least you have something to distract you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go find more beers.
Yeah, I got a little bit of bourbon. I'm gonna drink a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go to bed and just not think about it because, good God in heaven. So thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. Sorry for the negativity here at the end because I just couldn't help it. There's nothing I can do. That pissed me off so badly. I was like, what the frack, man? It's not even that I didn't have. I had a great Datacron. That JML thing is like, Jesus. And after that, it was like, okay, I lose. I'm done. I lost. So, but with that, we're going to call this one done. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Have a great rest of your night. Love you all. And I'll be back tomorrow for the lunch stream. See you later. Peace out.